Alright, welcome back to Don't Think, Just Charge. I'm Dave, he's Harvey, and today we're beginning a new mini-series looking at the 2025 and 2026 tournament pack from One Page Rules. Let's get into it. Okay, so along with 3.5, OPR released its 2025 and 2026 tournament pack. For those of you who are looking at the event pack that is released by OPR, this is their second run of this. We had one last year that we did a little bit of a review on. If you want to, go back and check it out. But we are now going to approach how to evaluate and deal with the 2025 and 2026 pack. For those of you who don't know, this is a mission pack of 4 different games intended to be used by tournament organisers and the Rangers in the Rangers program when setting up OPR events. It's obviously not imposed. It's that sort of thing of saying OPR gives you something else that you are welcome to use, and it's just supporting and giving more free material. This is something that we think is going to be quite relevant. The tournament and event scene in the UK is growing, so we're going to be attending as many of those as we can. And of course, we always talk about UK Games Expo, which is the big event in the UK for OPR, which we fully anticipate will be using this. Use the 24-25 pack last year. We think it's going to be doing this. Now, we spent a lot of time talking about and evaluating it, and what better way of feeding that back to you than by showing you our thoughts in process. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to play a game in each video of roughly the next 4. We might spice it up and do something else, but this is going to be a series of 4 videos where we play a game of the tournament pack, and then afterwards we have a discussion, we analyse the whole pack, and we talk to you about what our thoughts are on it. Now, we're going to be doing the battle rep using Tabletop Simulator. For those of you who are less interested in that, skip ahead to the timestamp. You will just hear us refer to the game, and it's not to make you lose that 2000s phenomena. Got ya. It's referring to the game that we've just played. So if there's that sort of bit of what the hell are they talking about, that's going to be it. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink and some snacks, and let us play some OPR for your entertainment. Kicking things off with game number 1. Read along at home, we'll be talking through the full pack, but the brief overview is this is base OPR with a funky deployment zone and secondary missions. You have 3 objectives, you score them at the end of the game, and there are 3 secondaries that are also looked at the end of the game for bonus VPs. We're going to be playing 2,000 points. We're going to be playing mixed format. Harvey's going to be bringing Age of Fantasy Ogres. I'm going to be bringing Grimdark Future Titan Lords. Let's go through the armies at this point. So, Harvey, this is your 2,000 points Ogre list. For those of you at home who are about to watch this and go, ooh, spicy. This is mean. Harvey and I have spent a long time going through the different armies in Grimdark Future and an Age of Fantasy. This thing hurts. Harvey, talk us through it.
Yeah, so starting with the big boys at the top, we've got a Tribe Master. Both the heroes you see on the far left here are mounted on mammoths, which gives them tough 18 amongst some things, but melee evasion and a big deadly attack. So yeah, the top guy, he's quad 3, def 3. He's got Destroyer and Destroyer Boost Aura, which means that any rolls of 1s or 2s to defend do double wounds. Fear 2, all the kind of usual stuff, a whole load of attacks. But really this guy is just like a big beat stick. Put him on the board, make use of Destroyer Boost Aura to give him a lot more hits than he probably should get, wounds that he should get from those attacks. And especially that combination with Deadly, whereby if you roll a 1 or a 2, you're going to end up taking 6 wounds from 1 deadly attack, which is also very scary.
It is important to clarify that for people at home, because of the wording of Destroyer, which is also seen in War, Demons and Disciples and Warriors. It is enemies that roll to block hits from this model's weapon take 1 extra wound for each unmodified roll of 1 or 2 with boost that they roll. And Deadly 3 multiplies wounds. So if you roll a 1 against a Deadly 3, you're taking 6 wounds. It's pretty nutty.
Yeah, pretty juicy. Just got to get a bit lucky. So the next one then is a Champion instead. So a Champion is a 4-3 instead of the 3-3. But this guy's a caster, so he loses a bit out on his melee profile. He's also got less quality, so less likely to hit, and loses an AP on his 8 attacks. but is caster 3 instead. Still the tough 18 body, still melee evasion. So yeah, all good stuff. The Ogre spell list is great as well. It's got basically 6 hits. It's got 6 hits AP2. It's got 4 hits AP1 with a keyword. It's got 2 hits AP1, and then it's got a bunch of nice buffing spells as well. Stuff like resistance is pretty great. Unwieldy, destroy boost, right? Like it doesn't really miss. Most likely you'll see damage spells being cast from the thing though. It's very similar to old Ogres. They had a really good spell list then.
Yeah.
So from there, we've got my favorite little tech piece in Ogres. We've got an ambushing caster 3 champion. So it's basically what it says on the tin. The idea with this guy is he's going to come down with 6 caster points in round 2 and probably pump them into the mammoth guy, give him a bunch of extra casting ability, so he can cast on 2-ups instead. But it's also just a body at that point. It's tough 6, so it's not exactly the easiest thing to wipe off the board, which is good. But yeah, he's ambush, strider, melee slayer. He can do a little bit, but really he's just there to pump those points and be an annoying extra activation. Next up, I've got 3 units of little ones. These guys with the counterattack on them. So they're 70 points for 10 models, which is just great. They have Destroyer, so they've got those ones a doubled thing, and they have counterattacks, so they attack first in melee. It's probably more potent than it looks, and for 70 points, it's just super cost effective. They're effectively AP1 because of Destroyer, and sometimes you're going to spike and do a bunch of wounds. And also, counterattack just means that they're kind of awkward for your opponent to play against. They don't really want to be charging someone that's going to get attacks. It's less of a valuable charge. From there, we've also got 2 units of Devourers. So these guys are A4, AP2 with Destroyer again. They've got their Scout and Fear upgrade. One thing to note here is it's Fear 1 per model. So these guys actually have Fear 3 while all 3 models are alive, but it's kind of a weird version of Fear where it deteriorates over time. So not as good as just having Fear 3 on one guy. But the important thing here is they have Scout and they also have Musicians. So 13 inch charge range, Scout. If you watched our previous video about tournament packs, a lot of tournament packs tend to favor Scout over other things. Ambush, like a full ambush list, is very rarely going to perform very well, but Scout will always really pull through. So that's really nice. And then, yeah, if you watched our most recent, is it our most recent or the one before, List Doctors? You'll know that we're big fans of the Fang Beast Rider. This guy is kind of insane for 125 points.
Absolutely
He's a 4-3.
It's great.
Yeah, 4-3, tough 6. So already pretty solid body for 125 points. He's got Destroyer, which is obviously the Ogre army wide, which is just nice because he has 6 attacks. He also has 2 impact hits, which is great. The interesting thing about Rupture as well, Rupture and Destroyer, this kind of like cheeky little combo where you can sometimes just like spike a million wounds. So if you roll a 6 on your Ruptures and they fail to save it and they roll a 1, they're actually going to take 3 wounds, which is kind of wild, off 1 dice roll. But the way this guy really shines is he has Great Banner, which is within 12 inches, I think, or within 18 inches, 12 inches.
12 inches.
Yeah, you can give your friendly a +1 to their morale check the next time they do it, which is just really, really nice, passing morale buffs around your army. And then they also have the Unwieldy debuff, which means that the opponent attacks last when charging. So this guy is just kind of like pretty great all-rounder. For 125 points, you get something that debuffs your opponents, buffs your guys, is okay at like coming in, clearing up chaff with its fast, and can play objectives at the end of the game. And I've got 2 of those because I want to buff both of my big guys with morale. On the first round, and then go from there. So that's my list.
This is spice here, folks. If you want to bully your friends at a 2K mix format, look towards the Ogres. They are excellent.
I'm going to get rolled now as well.
If only.
Guaranteed.
If that happens, it's going to go absolutely well. Full and frank disclosure, I've been testing a lot. Not exactly this build of Ogres that Harvey's got, but we are very, very close on the ideal sort of build. It's been flattening nearly everything we've gone against. So let's see what the dice want to tell us today. Now, when we did those List Doctors videos, we had a look at Mikos's Titan Lords. I think it was Mikos's.
It was.
It was good. Brain is working this evening. And I really liked your version that you came back with 5 casters. 5 casters, regeneration everywhere, and that's what I've gone for today. With 3 Vassal Micro Titans that are the exact same. Now, the army-wide for the Titans is this Honor Code, which is when this model is shaken. At the beginning of the round, roll the dice on a 4+, it stops being shaken. Everyone's got regen. Everyone's got Caster 2. The Titan Lord's army spells aren't fantastic. But it is an extra little bit of something. It just gives me a bit of versatility and depth if I need to. Really, I'm going to be looking at this 12 hits on a single unit, hoping to either clear up some of those little ones and make my activations that bit more efficient, seeing what extra bits I can pick up there. I'm not expecting it to do a lot, but it's chipping each turn.
Yep.
These guys have got 9 attacks, 3 of them AP1, 3 of them with thrust, +1 to hit and AP1 when charging. Everyone in this army has got Warbound. You're seeing a pattern here, folks. This army-wide special rule is absolutely mental, just because of the spikes that it can get. So everyone's got that. I've got 3 of those Vassal Titans. This build, unfortunately, does not have them scouting. So I'm testing it to see if it can just hold up, really, against the Ogre Onslaught. I might run the build slightly differently with a bit more scout if I'm looking at this for the full 4 games. But for today, I'm just seeing how the Titan Lords feel. Into my next 2 slots of big fat fatties, we've first got an errant mini Titan. Again, he's got the Caster 2, regen, Warbound. This one has got 2 heavy claws, so this is 12 attacks, AP1 reliable, so I'm hissing you on 2-ups. This guy's also got Furious, so with all of these attacks, there is a big chance that it just kind of goes a bit nuts with Furious and Warbound. We'll see how nuts it goes today. We've got to remember that 2 of Harvey's characters, the 2 biggest threats, have got -1 to hit in combat. So if we skip that and we forget it, tell us in the comments. Type in, you guys are Muppets, and we'll know what
never forgotten
we're
a
talking
rule ever.
Never ever, especially not -1 to hit.
Nope.
Never forgotten.
No.
What we won't forget is every time one of us rolls a 1 on defense, the other person's going to be like, "Oh, got you." Topping up the list, we've got a Yeoman Mini Titan. This is another big fat fatty. So again, we are both bringing Deadly. We both think that with the changes to Tough in OPR in 3.5, that means that Tough 12s being much cheaper and above being much cheaper, Deadly becomes more valuable. So don't leave home without Deadly at the moment, folks. This guy's got 1 AP4 Deadly 6 gun. He has got 1 AP4 Deadly 3 gun. I've also given him 6 shots AP2. This allows me to split fire, but a lot of the time I will just be pumping straight into the same guy.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. So this is actually probably quite a good example of where I will want to be split firing. I want to be saving my Deadly Fuel Tough 18 guys. I want to be firing the A6 AP2 into something else, trying to affect multiple units in a single turn, and doing what we can. The big problem is this guy is on a massive base, and this is a 12-inch gun.
He's a chunky boy.
He is a chunky boy. Yeah. But there we go. There are the 2 armies that we're going to be bringing today. Let's get onto the board. We're going to go through deployment and enjoy the game. For those of you here just for the analysis, timestamps are there for you at the end, but this is what we're playing with. We'll see you very soon. So here are the minis we're going to be using. Harvey, just point us through yours there.
Yeah, so just as a quick run through here. So this guy on the right here is my Tribe Master. He's the 3/3. Then I've got the other champion on a Mammoth over here on the left. I've got the Ambushing Spellcasting champion in the middle. I've got the 2 banner-carrying Fang Beast Riders here. 2 units of Devourers on the left and right. And then the 3 units of Little Ones in front.
Yeah. And for me, up here at the back, very easily, I've got 3 Vassal Micro Titans. They're identical in the front. This here is my Errant Mini Titan, so this is the one that would have the 12 attacks with reliable and 4 extras. And this one with the gun on the back is the one with the gun on the back. This is my Yeoman Mini Titan. There we go. There are the minis. We're going to start to play here. We'll get this all set up for you. Enjoy the game, everyone. One of the things to note with this, I've kept the grid up for the time being, because the deployment zones for this are a little bit kooky. We actually have, on both sides of the board, an extra 12 by 12 square just off to the side. Go and have a look, those of you following along at home, at the mission pack. It's free on the website. But we're going to get into things now. Harvey, most importantly, we need a big comical dice to have for all
we certainly
single
do,
dice rolls.
Yeah.
What colour? Red, blue, black, green?
Can we make it pink? Can we
make it pink?
Let's get a nice big pink.
Okay,
dice,
hold on.
please.
If we're having it pink, let's have a square one.
Yeah, that's a
None of
big
these
square
other
pink boy.
heathens' behaviour. Do colour tints. Important content. Right, big comical dice. Let's roll off the board sides. I'm going to start strong with a 3.
Oh, a 4. Okay,
Breakdancing.
so let's have a look at the board. It's symmetrical, isn't it, right? For
It's
the most
roughly
part,
symmetrical.
It's roughly symmetrical.
The terrain is all labelled as well.
Yes, brilliant. Okay, I don't think it makes too much of a difference. I will pick this side here that I'm currently
Cool.
viewing from. So I'll move my army over there.
So
That's the cool of a man who knows I
you,
picked the wrong side.
you deploy first.
Yes, so I'll start off with just some little ones. As is tradition, fling the little ones in first. In fact, actually, there's very little reason not to put them in the open, isn't there? You've got the auto cannon guy, but that's it really. So we'll pop them.
I've only got the one pew pew. Now,
so there is actually also, is it the boxes on the left-hand side? So on these 4 here.
yeah, so I have got over on the right there where there's that large building. I have got this as a deployment zone. The board isn't actually completely symmetrical. I do think you picked the right side there because of this little bugger. But yeah, I don't have Strider. So these buildings are a big pain in the arse for me. I designed this board as well. So good job me. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. The thing to do as well at this point is count. I'm obviously trying to line up my big fatty into his big fatties. He's trying to make it line up instead for him rather than me. But he's got 2 units of scout, so I'm just going to move these out of the way. I'm touching your minis, I apologise. Harvey has got...
One ambush.
1 in ambush, yeah. So Harvey's got another 6 to deploy, which is more than I have, given that we'll be alternating. I can line him up my yeoman probably into his caster. He'll probably do his tribe master last. So that's what I'm looking to do here, really. Let's start out... There's also the problem I have with my really big guys is making sure that I don't absolutely skewer myself.
So while Dave's doing this deployment, it's worth noting that so in this game mode, there's 3 objectives, but whoever's holding more objectives at the end of the game actually gets 1 extra VP. And then on the additional, there's 3 side missions. So one of them, and you get 1 VP for each of these. One of them is no enemy units within 6 inches of the table center, so effectively within double range of the middle objective. The person who destroys more enemy units with 5+ models than your opponent, so Dave's almost certainly going to get that one. And then assassinate, destroy the most expensive enemy hero if there are multiple. Destroy one. So Dave's also going to get that one because I have heroes he doesn't.
Well, I have to destroy the most expensive one, so I have to destroy your tribe master.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. And those aren't they worth 2 VP each?
1 VP each for the side missions.
1 VP each,
And,
okay.
Yeah, and then it's 1 VP for each objective and 1 extra VP if you control more markers.
Okay. I had it as 2 and 2 in my head, but it is 1 for all of them. So they are worth the same amount as controlling a point. So really, it's actually 4 points for secondaries and 3 for primaries here, because counting that control more thing in the secondary batch. It's not, because it sits in a weird spot, but all of those secondaries, and this again, folks, is a theme of the whole pack. Those secondaries are really important.
Very
so
important,
do pay attention to them. Harvey, over to you to deploy.
Okay, right, where are we to now then? So I didn't actually see where you deployed. So you deployed over there.
Yeah, I put one of my vassals on your far left flank.
And then we'll put some goblins over there. It'd be rude not to, I think.
Remember, you've got that little box that we haven't got shown on our lines here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much value in getting closer to that because I think I'm going to be within range of this anyway. So
that is difficult, that wall.
Oh, is it? Oh, difficult and interesting. I think I can run around it though, can't I?
Yeah,
easily. Yeah, cool.
It was just in case you were going to go straight over. Just we're keeping things
trying to catch me cheating. I see.
We're being friendly here. We're going to be mean lists. Well, 1 mean list and 1 Titan Lords list. But we're still going to be 2 nice boys. So don't you worry about that at home.
Yeah, so I just thought this is actually an example of where maybe it would have been best to leave the caster out of ambush so I could get deployment advantage here. But
yeah, there is merit to that.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
going to
fine.
leave an ambush, obviously, but yeah, I think that might have been an idea because, like, realistically, the caster's not just going to randomly die in this because you're all melee apart from 1 shooting thing. So as long as I keep it away from the shooting thing, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think there is still merit to it being an ambush. One of the points about this board is these guys, these big things here are huge blockers. There's a lot of blocking terrain here. This, by the way, is the source of board the intensity of terrain density that we'd expect to see in an OPR board. I know not everyone sees this at their wargaming clubs, but this is over 15 pieces of terrain, which is what OPR recommends. But what that does mean is that my shooty guy, first of all, you get to watch me clown around with trying to get a model into this, but there is a chance that he just gets loads of the board blocks out for him. And we'll find out how that goes as the game progresses. This guy, I think, is going to come down here-ish. Maybe I want him up here. Problem is, I'm deploying someone on the edge of the board. So I've got one way to go. Another issue I'm going to have is that you can tag objectives super easily and just leave them be. I have to get involved into the meat grinder. What are we doing here? Probably going to be like that. All right, over to you.
Okay, next up, we'll keep the goblin train rolling. I don't really see much point in not just deploying the goblins, one on each objective.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's fine. It just means that you have to do something about them.
The only thing is, watch that you're not blocking yourself out of deployment space, because those goblins being in the center of that tunnel, of that kind of alleyway that you've got there, means that if you want to deploy this side, you're pushed back. If you want to deploy this side, you're pushed back.
Yeah,
if you don't want to push them left or right a little bit.
I think I can actually just fit next to it, can't I? Even my biggest unit's not that big. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it though.
It was more the left-hand side I was looking at, but yeah, that's cool. Right, you're doing that, then I think what we're going to be looking at here is you can get front up here, probably big guy there, big guy here, big guy here, but then this is looking pretty bare. So I'll put my last little guy here.
The little guy nation is formed. Right, okay. Let's do some Fang Beast Riders then. So these guys, these aren't fast, are they? They're just 12 inches?
No one's fast. Everyone's 12 inches. Oh, actually, did that say Lustbound? It shouldn't say Lustbound. I've just probably pulled out the wrong one here.
Yeah,
they are Wallbound.
Yeah, we know they are.
Yeah.
That's all good. Right, so I just want to stay 12 inches away from this guy, but otherwise I can kind of chill. Is there any reason to push this guy onto the objective early? I don't know if there is. And like you say, kind of like, no much point deploying on the edge of the board either. But I do kind of want these guys hanging around. I'm going to put that there.
Yeah.
Just make sure he's not over the line.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah, he's fine.
And again, I'm
He should be out of 12 there, yeah. I think he is. That's 12 inches.
Out of 12 charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, cool.
I'm pressured into making decisions I don't want to make here. So I think, don't you fall over. I think I'm going to be dropping this guy here. Oh, the base is so fat. We're not going to penalise me for that, right?
No, that's fine. That's
there you
fine.
go. He's a bit wobbly.
He's a bit of a chonko. It's fine.
We'll leave my fatty in the middle.
Yep. Right. In that case, I'll support the middle with this guy, I think.
Yeah, I've actually miscounted. You can place everything. No, you can place. I have to place everything before you place your big guys.
Oh yeah, because it's 5 and 5. Yeah,
it's 5 and 5.
I should want that there.
Yes, you do want that there. Cool. And then my last one here, I kind of have to put it. So this is where the comedy really begins. How do I represent this guy being in the terrain?
Just leave him there.
I think, yeah, for all intents and purposes. Silly large minis. Can I go in down low? I don't know how to do this. But he is going to be, he's not crossing the line. He is in the terrain here and he'll be moving up an amount to be roughly here. And we'll measure it out so it looks proper. But this is an important thing about declaring your intent. He is in the terrain nicely and we're just dealing with digital minis here.
Yes. Okay, right, so I have 2 more deployments to place, and then I have my scouts. So what do we actually want to do here? Now, look at Dave's board. Obviously, this side of the board here is stronger, just because of the deadly threat, which means this side is actually quite weak. And this errant mini titan is really, really far away. Also, I'm going first, and I have 2 scout units, so we could very quickly wipe out the stuff on the right-hand side of the board here and claim this side. And this guy's deadly, so he probably wants to be walking over here. So I could put some big stuff over here to try and win this objective, but really I still need to fight for the middle. So there's only so much like cheekiness I can go for here. I think the champion's probably gonna deploy behind here. to be out of line of sight of that guy. Because if he moves 6 inches up this way, then he's not going to be able to see him through that wall. And same as if he moves this way, he's not going to be able to see him. So I think that's probably the plan. If he wasn't so wonky, I'd do more measuring, but I'll say that that's fine. Yeah, he can actually be further this way. As long as I'm not in charge range with this guy, which I'm not, then we're kind of chill. So let me rotate this guy. Because obviously, lore accurate facing is very important in games like this.
What are you talking about? Are you saying that my yeoman isn't lore accurate? Is this throwing shade?
All I'm saying is I'm not happy about what's happened there. Okay, right, and then the Tribe Master. So he's not fast. He's just a chilling guy. So he actually needs to be relatively close to the middle of the board to be able to start doing stuff. And I think the play is to hide behind this line of sight to try and deny the first shot. Because it's 24 inches, so yeah, he'd be easy to be able to make it in. So I think the plan is we just deploy him slightly more left, and then we figure it out from there.
Is it... Check my deadly shot range. Is it 24 or 30?
24.
Is that reliable? Let's just... we've already established that.
Yeah.
Probably loaded in the wrong minis.
Yeah.
My deadly shot is 24 inches. My whole autocannon is 36. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. So I think we're going to deploy a bit further back here, like so, maybe. In fact, we could actually deploy here. That is difficult, though. I think maybe we're fine here. I don't want to like lose too much ground overthinking this because he could just miss, which is kind of important. So let's just say like 6 inches to there. So 24 inches. Okay, so it's not even in range if he walks forwards. So I can actually deploy further forwards than that. So we'll just go here.
Yeah.
Because I think we're just out of range, aren't we? I don't know how.
Measure it from
right?
the deployment line to make sure it's over 30 inches away, and then you're safe, right? Because he's going to be walking up 6 inches.
Yeah, but it's 36. Oh, what 31 now? How is
the model being skew if it's 2D measuring, not 3D. So go from there. Yeah,
okay,
you're fine.
So he's 30 inches away, so yeah, he'll be away.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So that's all my normal deployments done. So now I've got my 2 scouts. Now, I think we are probably going to play the scouts on this side of the board. These guys are actually hanging right now. They can't support each other. And this shooter could come through here and shoot 30 inches away, but he's probably going to be out of range. So I think we're going to deploy both our Devourers here.
Just bully me, yeah?
I mean, I might as well put them around. No, we'll put them there. And I think that's probably fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the game. Let's pull these back. Should we leave the grid up?
We can move the grid now.
Cool. All right, good luck. Have fun. Let's go into round 1 of game 1 of the mission pack.
Cool. So, so round 1. So what I was thinking was I have an unwieldy debuff here, which can completely negotiate.
Really
nullify this guy's
does
play.
bits against a Titan's army.
The only difficulty is he can just move 12 inches back if he wants to. And that would then deny me both these activations. But also that would be a kind of insane play to make. So I think probably we should go unwieldy. And this guy's actually fast, so he could actually make this charge, which he would almost certainly lose. But he would then fatigue this man, which there's some value in. But there's also just charging with these Devourers, which I think is also fine. I think that's kind of a cutesy play, but I don't think it needs to happen. Because we can kind of wait on that, I think.
You don't want to just dive bomb straight in with the Devourers? Get your 12
well, that's
attacks.
how I'm thinking now. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably the play.
Yeah, I think going cute is not the play here. I think, dive bomb.
No. I do quite like this play, though, as a thing, because it stalls out an activation as well. But I don't want you moving back and denying all this stuff, so I'm going to go in with Devourers. I don't actually know how this works calc-wise, but let's just make the charge. So
quick and dirty, right? You're missing a third of your attacks on 12, so this is going to be 8 hits AP2.
Yeah, okay. So, dice. That's over. Where is that? Oh,
it's the same on both sides of the board, but there we go.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, so yeah, I've got 12 attacks. They hit on 3s, and that's that. Okay, so that's
9 hits.
9 hits. 9 hits, AP2 with...
Nice.
Oh, sorry, I've also got my Devour things as well. I need to do those. Let me just quickly roll 3 dice. Any 6s are instant wounds, so none of those. Yeah, okay, cool. So, one's Ravage, double here.
That's
and yeah, Ravage.
Right, I have got regeneration, so maybe that'll carry me. 4 ups, clench. No ones!
Ooh,
oh my god!
Very nice, very nice.
Right. So those are all saves. These are 5 ups for regen. Okay, I'm still taking 2 wounds. Now,
It's not bad.
here's the point of wondering, right? If I don't strike back, I lose combat. But that means I can use my thrust. This overlay here is misleading. The models are right, but you all saw the army list. I've loaded the wrong models in. Thrust is the right thing there. I'm wondering about charging back with a thrust, passing the 3-up morale check. I don't think it's worth it this early into the game to make such a risky play, so I am not going to do it. But we're not fearless either, are we? No. No, I know that. I don't know why I'm checking. Okay, we're going to just strike you back. So what have we got? We have 10 attacks. No, don't we have 9 attacks. 3 of them are AP 1, and the others are just AP nothing. So these are my stomp attacks on you. We want 3 ups. There's 3 hits with AP 1, and then these are AP nothing. Not bad. So that's 5 hits AP nothing, 3 hits AP 1. 1s are doubled for you as well.
Yep. So this is 4s. Oh my god!
Look at that.
So that's 4 wounds. And
that's
then
6 wounds.
Sorry, that's 6 wounds. Yeah, and then these ones are AP 1s. These are 5s. So that's 7, 8 wounds. So that's 8 wounds. Holy crap!
Is the dream alive?
The moon dream. Cool. And then I have to make a morale check because I lost combat.
You do. Wait, comically large dice. It's a single roll. Comically large dice.
Yeah, comically large dice. So
3 up.
3 up. It's a 1. I do flee. He's gone.
The dice want to tell a story today. Okay, we've got thinking to do here, folks. Now, I'm thinking about the spell list. What have I got at my disposal? I have got 6 hits. I have 2 hits AP1 Surge, I have Morale Check, and I have Relentless. I'm not going to be using the Relentless thing, because I only have 1 shooty dude. I think I want to be using this Vassal Micro Titan. It's kind of close to stalling activations. I can't stall activations. We've had the conversation, we don't think that delayed activation is worth it, so I haven't included it in this list. If I charge these Devourers, I'm hitting on 6s. Another option I have is actually just dipping. Leaving, trying to get within 18 inches of this guy, which I can do, and then trying to throw out 6 hits, and just trying to live and fight another day, really. 6 hits on these Devourers ends up maybe being 1 model removed if I get it off. I can pump it to be on a 2-up by using this Vassal Micro Titan's caster dice, and he lives. Or I YOLO a charge, pray for the 6s, because I will have 9 attacks, AP 1, hitting you on 6s, it's an average of 1.5 hits. I lose that combat pretty handily. So I think because I lose the combat handily, let's bravely run away. So I'm going to withdraw. This is 5.6 inches. I'm within 18 inches of him, and what's the range on this spell?
12 inches for 6 hits.
It is 12 inches. So I need to do shenanigans here. Because I'm going to use
I think
the fat base.
you're measuring 6 inches right now, right?
That's
You're in. It's fine.
9, 10. 10. There we go. Cool. Right. Spend the caster points. I'm going to pump 2 from this friend here. I didn't actually take everyone's. So if I do that, that should do it correctly. Good. Let's also make sure we've done casters for your army. Whoops. So I've got on a 2-up 6 hits on these Devourers. I've just moved 5.5 inches. I'm going to continue my move in a second. But let's see. 2-up. Pray! Yeah, there we go. Caster moment.
Truly is the most gaming moment.
And then I moved 5.5 before?
Maybe, yeah. Something like that.
So I've got another 6.5. So I've got a little bit more, which is like literally... that was even too much. Not much. There we go. But we've got him to safety. He's wiped out a unit somehow. 1 Vassal Micro Titan is on the leaderboard for kills. Let's go. That's over to you.
He's doing the thing. I don't think I can chase this guy, can I? Not quite that. Not that way, at least. 5.5. I can actually go that way.
5.5 plus 7 is over 12. You're musicianed. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can make that charge.
But I don't think I want to do that because this guy just comes in counter.
Yeah, you also don't have to do that right now, right?
No.
You can just do the rest of your activations. I've only got 4 left.
Yeah, let's do some goblining, I guess, then. So let's just move these guys up.
Goblin Dorella coming in hard. Cool.
There we go.
All right, lovely. Now, I'm thinking about my options here. I'm feeling enthused by the charge against that last Vassal Micro Tyson going hilariously against Harvey's odds. And I want to just push. I want to bring this guy up to here, offer Harvey the charge, and say, go for it. I expect that if I move here, this is another part of OPR, thinking those moves ahead. I move here, I expect Harvey to move a Fang Beast, throw out some buffs. He does actually want to send one sideways to get something on the Tribe Master, probably, and keep this one open. So he might just move up here, and then pressure me to use these 3 activations, at which point I'm thinking about them. Move up my Errant Micro Titan, he moves Goblins. Move up my Vassal, he moves Goblins, and then have to do something with this Yeoman. There is no round 1 where I get the Dream Shot. So how do I do this? I think I am still looking at moving up this Vassal Micro Titan. My options aren't completely exhausted because I've got 3 casters here. And I kind of want them to do a something. Ah, somehow he's out of range. Rude. He is also out of range. He isn't really of interest to me. I think then, yeah, we'll do it. And we'll see where Harvey goes from that. We're going to move this guy up, effectively. Let's avoid that bit of difficult terrain. That was 9.4, 2.6 is correct. Activate him. We'll put him on the objective to try and keep it neutralised. Do I even want to bring him back a little bit? I think I do. So I'll bring him back. He's towing onto the objective. Harvey has got a charge available to him here, but I hope that PTSD gets him and he doesn't make it. And he does that lovely human thing and remembers that maths repeats itself and it definitely isn't random. That's my activation done.
Yeah, so I'm going to take this Fang Beast Rider. I'm just going to bring it around the back, I think. So I'm just going to move him to 5 inches to there. And then his remaining 9 inches up to here.
11, he's fast.
Oh, I've done the maths wrong. Yeah, okay. So up to like here-ish, I guess. He's going to place the unwieldy debuff on that guy, and he's going to buff this guy with whatever it's called. So we'll do a little fatigue token on that guy.
Right-click it and rename it.
And do that. All right, that's him activated, and it is your go.
You've shaken him.
Oh, I've shaken him. He's not shaken. He's activated. Let's try that again. There we go.
Harvey's a bad boy. I'm not doing this. So I will reserve them. Cool. Point of analysis, unwieldy debuff against the Titans will matter later, but early rounds it matters far less because it's highly unlikely that I do a charge where I get wiped out before I get my crack back. It is early game far more punishing on multi-model units because when you charge, there's a chance you lose attacks. Of course, it is still incredibly lethal later on in the game when everything starts to fall apart and the Titan Lord player is wondering where the hell are all of my units. So we'll see where we can get to from there. Now, Harvey, what are your thoughts on me moving this guy up 6 inches and having line of sight to this Fang Beast Rider?
Depends where I draw a line of sight, but I think he might be too far around the wall because those walls are aligned with each other, aren't they?
Yeah, but if I move kind of 6 inches fully sideways, this guy's a bit in the way, isn't he? He can move up a bit and then go that way.
He might still be out line of sight because the best you can do is be towed onto the like that, right?
5-ish. Catch it. If I go 1-ish that way, edit that out. If I try and do that, how are you feeling?
Yeah, go for it, whatever.
All right, cool. We're jamming the jammiest. I actually don't know if I'm in 24. Okay, I'm going to be in 24. I'm jamming the jammiest of line of sights. He's going to have cover, but it won't matter because he's def 3 up. But what I'm going to do is use this yeoman, put him awkwardly in the building so we have a little bit towing out to get the line of sight. And I'm going to fire my deadly shot at this Fang Beast Rider. And I'm going to fire my 6 shots with AP2 somewhere else. Now, do I actually want to send it at these little ones? Or do I want to send it at this Tribe Master? I have to remember that hitting the Tribe Master is good because if I wipe that thing off the board, I get more points. I get that extra bonus VP. It's his most expensive hero. For that reason alone, I kind of want to greed it. I'm hitting you 5 times because of Relentless. Let's greed it. No, we're going to wipe out the little ones. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to be sensible about it. Okay, so what have we got? First of all, comically large dice, where are you? I'm going to find my single deadly shot at the Fang Beast Rider. I hit you on a 3-up. I'm relentless. 6s explode.
That'll do it.
Look at that. Comically large dice.
I actually forgot about new relentless. Right, so it's 2 AP 4 deadly 6 ups. So I should roll 2 6s, otherwise I die. Yeah. We believe, though.
That is 18 wounds.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, so there is a Warbound and Deadly here. Deadly, we talked about it earlier. Deadly and Warbound doubles it. Deadly and Warbound on a Deadly 6. So if I'd have had that 24 inches to your big guy, that could have been something.
Yeah, him dead.
It would have been him dead. Here we go. Here are the 6 shots. AP2 onto your Tribe Master. So 3 misses.
You said the
one
goblins,
goes.
right?
Oh, I did say the goblins. Sorry, you are very right. Relentless here is good, so that is 5 hits.
Okay, so these are 6s.
Get none of them. Please get none of them. Let's get a morale check here. Oh, okay. I jinxed it. Okay, only 3.
So 3 goblins die. We'll kill. There we go.
That's some lovely work. Okay, so he's activated. I'm not casting spells because I've attacked. So it's your go.
Right. I think we will do. He's actually activated now. Well, we're not in range, are we, of a charge? No. There is a temptation to walk up here, so we threaten the point a bit. Because I don't think I can get a charge on the back here. I could actually move here and stop you from getting on the point entirely.
That would be a massive pain in my arse.
So I think we'll do that. It's an early activation for this guy. If he can do it, that is.
Yeah, you can. Just go 3 sideways and you're good. And I can't move through you. I'd have to move into the difficult terrain to get around you.
Yeah. Cool, yeah. So I move there. I do have caster tokens. Do I want to cast something here? Is it worth just throwing an ogre spell on this guy in front of me? I'm trying to think what I've got. I've got Unwieldy, I've got Destroyer, I've got Resistance, which I don't think I want to cast. And then we just got normal damage. So I think we'll just go for some normal damage.
Pretty grim for me.
Yeah, it would be pretty decent to cast it on the goblins or something. But I think we're just going to go 6 with AP2. It's a 50-50, so therefore we come over to the big dice.
Comically large dice.
Easy 4.
Easy 4.
Okay. Let me just take out my spell tokens here. Yeah. Oh, come on. Spell tokens. Bloop, bloop. There we go. Yeah, on the guy in front of him, yeah.
Lovely work. Let's give you that. Okay, so this is 6 hits AP2. And I have got Def 2 up, so this is 4 ups. I've also got regen. It's spells, not attacks, so 1s don't go nuts. That's pretty good for me.
2 regens.
2 regens. 1 wound.
1 wound.
All right.
Take it.
Take it indeed. Lovely stuff. So that's him gone. Now, we've established I can't fit. I'm too fat. I don't really want to fight you. That's the thing. But you've got a nice big charge range here. Or a block off range. Which is what kind of matters. And again, I don't mind saving tokens. I could do 2 hits AP1 on a 3-up. Which isn't doing anything. I think I'm going to, unfortunately, have to get played by it. Let's just move. So that's going to be 8.7. I'm going to have, what's that left?
3.3.
Boop. Beauty
cool.
of Tabletop Simulator is precision measuring. I have 1 activation left. There you go.
Right, what do I want to activate now then? I think maybe we'll go for this charge here now then. There's 13 inches around the side here. I think we can make it in. So 4 inches to there, 7 inches to there, 1 in. Yeah, okay, let's do that then. So let's do, I guess it's 5.3 to there. And then what's the rest after 5.3?
Leaving you with 7.7?
7.7, I trust your math.
In, easy peasy.
And then do the same with these guys. You're very much moving them.
Yeah.
And then we'll be behind. There-ish.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he needs to be within 2, but I'm pretty sure they can all make it.
I'm pretty sure you can get closer.
When they started, right? Yeah.
You can get close enough that it's all of them in. It's fine, because what you're going to do is... Anyway. Yeah, exactly. You're just going to get wiped again. Easy clap coming at you.
I'm a little worried about that, but it's fine. Right. Okay, so we've got 12 attacks. And we also have 3 scary boys.
This guy is fatigued, actually, so it's going to take
Yeah.
some glory for us to wipe you on the
So sixes
way
on the
back.
blues are instant wounds, and otherwise this is hitting on threes.
Ooh,
So it's
he's
one
gone
instant
good.
wound.
I have regen for that, at least.
You do have regen for the do you wanna- There you go.
There we go. Heroic. Easy.
The ravage moment. Oh wait, actually, are these guys ravaged too?
No, the Ravage one. Your Tribe Master's Ravage too.
Ah, yes. Okay, yeah, cool.
Cool. I don't know
It
why
was
I'm
that.
waiting for you to roll the
I was
dice.
thinking about Tri-Scorpions or whatever it was. Right, cool. So
Okay.
AP2.
Yeah.
Ones explode.
4 ups.
Show me
Let's
the
go.
ones.
Gross. So that is actually 5 wounds. So we'll bring back a couple of dice here. As we said, folks, those ones are nasty. 5 ups. One of them. That is enough to possibly wipe him out, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Who's ready? Who is ready for the heroic 6 ups?
Oh, yeah.
So these are
Ready to
6
see
ups AP nothing. Not today. And then these are 6 ups AP 3. What did I say? You've done 4 wounds to me?
AP1. Yeah, nothing like that then.
Nothing. Comically large dice, give me the glorious 3 up so we don't run away. Oh, it was flirting with me a bit there. Okay, cool. Pass the morale check. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
It is them activated and bounce back 1 inch.
Shall we go?
Lovely. All right. So with them being activated, this guy's gonna come up. Now, what is it? 12 inches? I've moved 3. I'm not getting that way. I'm not getting anything out here. Being just out of range. So I think, as long as I don't offer you a charge in return, just going to move the extra 3 inches onto the point. I'm not offering you any charges here. I blasted 2 units off the board. This has been a pretty solid round 1 for the Titan Lords, bringing you down on your activations. No casting, so I've got points in reserve. I'm just going to leave that one there and say that is the end of the Titan Lords round 1. Everything else is over to you.
Right, so let's just move some stuff up then. So obviously these guys are going to move up. I'm going to take this goblin here and use my little marker for the squad. He's going to move up to there, and then we'll just do one of these. They're effectively in.
The rotato.
Yeah, cool. And then we're going to move these guys up here. They're going to move 9 inches like that, and they're actually going to fan out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Gum this one up.
Nice little thick boy goblin line. That'll do. And then actually, this guy is very limited in his movement, and this guy can't actually see through him. So I could actually tuck in over here and force that guy to move first, unless this guy, well, I'm sure he'll sure be able to find an angle somewhere, but it's an interesting thought. There is a chance I just get instantly blown up by this thing, but I don't know how worried I am about that.
Hey, we could have done it last round.
I mean, that's true, yeah, but can't play scared for the rest of your life, can you? I mean, coming out this round, I'm actually going to be ahead on objectives already. So this guy doesn't actually need to be over here at all. He could come around the back here and fight for this objective here and make this guy start walking, which I think is also a fine play. I don't think anybody else get within 12 inches of ever on this point. So he might end up just kind of chilling for a while, which is obviously a risk, but...
Given that he's worth a whole VP,
yeah,
like, he in himself is a walking objective for me to try and take. That you don't have the hanging risk of.
I also think we're just never getting rid of this guy, though. So realistically, he's going to chase things down for the rest of the time. And I can not give you one more shot, but I feel like it just happens next anyway. So it might just be a brave boy moment.
Boy being
He
big.
can't fit between these goblins. He can't fit. So, whereas I can fit through that gap. So maybe we'll just go 12 inches to here and say, what's the worst that can happen?
All right, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Are we saying this guy can't move through here? He can kind of come sideways.
He
I guess.
can. He can go sideways and ignore the 1 inch social distancing requirement when charging.
That's true. Maybe we bring this guy more over here then. I think he probably doesn't make that charge. In fact, if I tuck him in there, he definitely doesn't make the charge, does he?
Yeah, no, he doesn't make the charge if you go that way, right?
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll do that there then. And then that's actually all my activations. So
Blasting,
that's the end of round 1.
Like, getting lucky on that first charge and removing a whole activation was huge.
So I don't know how. I mean, obviously there was lots of ones in the rollback, right? So losing a full activation was unlikely, but I'm not sure how likely losing the combat was or unlikely it was. For sure, I could have done more hits to you. I think I only did 2 wounds, but
yeah. I mean, me wiping you was pretty big. I think that was a little bit dice pokey. That Titan's going to die now.
Yeah, that is when things start to roll, isn't it? Either way, so that's the end of round 1. So at the end of round 1, we've got 1 objective held by the ogres, and that's that.
Wow, I'm the guy with 5 red models, and you claim red as your objective.
That's the kind of Giga Jam move.
That is right. Some flex.
So I have an ambusher.
You have an ambusher.
Come in. Where do we want him, though? What we don't want to do is offer up a free kill with this guy shooting him.
Correct.
So maybe he tucks in here, because this left side's not the strongest right now. So I could just play range as well. He could come over here and shoot it, but he's not going to get the 12-inch shot off that way. If he comes this way, he can shoot this guy and then try and auto cannon that guy. But, I mean, the angle is going to have to be pretty crazy for that, I think.
I think he can make it. He can make the deadly 6 into the ambushing ogre from there.
Yeah, the deadly 6, but I'm less worried about that, I think.
Yeah, that's something that I'm looking to get into your tough 18s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the alternative is you win this and tie up the other sides, right?
It's actually quite difficult of a decision. It might even be a hide him here. Because there's a real advantage to him just lingering around here. Because you're going to have to move this way and start dealing with all this shit. And if you fail to do that, then him being hidden around here is really annoying.
Exactly.
So I'm basically going to activate the whole game.
I need to start to strip your activations really hard.
Let's maybe just put him behind this guy, actually. An inch I like, but
I think I'd rather have him a bit more central, but
yeah, it's a difficult one. I don't know how useful he is outside of being near this guy. So
I think that's it, right? You want him within line of sight of that guy to pump his spells, and otherwise out of the way so he can nip onto an objective at the end.
Yeah. Very, very complex. Very complex.
I'm looking forward to seeing the timestamps on this, where Harvey and Dave consider
I'm going to do that.
ambusher.
I'm going to do that. Okay, you guys activate first. Go crazy.
Lovely. Go crazy. Okay, my voice has gone too much to make that joke. Cool. Let's deactivate everybody down nicely. So I think that because I have the ability to do it, my first one is this. You counterspell me. There's something that's really quite irritating here. But I think I have to let that be. So I'm going 6 inches. I don't want to block myself. But I also need to get within 12 inches of you. Actually, let's just do that. Can I just... where's the measure button? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So that's 12 inches. So that's where I need to be. At the end of my move, this is going to fall gloriously sideways. If I do this... Are you happy with that to be 12 inches?
Sure. Whatever. I mean, it's a matter of a minuscule amount, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move my Yeoman Mini Titan up to here. Also, refresh spell tokens. So I have got tons of spell tokens that I really want to use. I'm trying to make sure that I've cleared a space so this guy can make it onto the objective. He can't get a charge off, but I just need him in place. Most importantly, okay, something weird is happening. We measured it and that was 12 inches.
Yeah.
If it needs to be, don't do this. I've spent too long getting him into that position. I've got all of my shots from my Yeoman and Mini Titan going into the champion this turn. I actually think I might fire all of my auto cannon shots as well, just to really put this guy down. The main thing I'm then wondering about... Relentless. I'm over 9 inches. The main thing I'm then wondering about is how do I spend my spell tokens? This guy's got 4. So I can pick an enemy model within 18 inches to take 6 hits with AP 1. So I could pick that guy. But I think really just having all of those, 6 hits is more important. So I'm going to fire 6 hits from this guy. I'm going to use 2 of his own tokens. I'm going to use 2 of the tokens from this Vassal Micro Titan back here, I think. Because he's not guessing charged, actually. I'm going to use 2 of the tokens from this errant Micro Titan.
Yeah, and I'll use 3 of the guy who's shooting. Pretty good chance he doesn't live this, so use 3 of that to dispel it.
Yeah, okay. So 2 up becomes a 5 up. On a 5 up, it's 6 hits on this group of little ones here. Comically large dice says... Oh,
All right.
it goes
okay.
off.
So
Comically large dice, folks. Make sure you have one at home.
6 hits. Okay, 6 die.
Nice. It's not enough to stop you from contesting that point because you can just unshake, but morale check for them will happen at the end. Do you want to do that now? Or...
Yep. No, I'll do it then.
Do it at the end. Okay, cool. The rest of my shots are all going from him into here. So we do deadly first. I'm going to use the comically large dice, continuing. This is my deadly 6 attack. 6s explode. I'm looking for 3 ups. I saw a 1 and my heart was in my throat. Okay, so that's 1 hit with AP 4 and deadly 6.
Yeah, I'll roll that straight away. 6 up.
Not using the comically large dice.
Oh my god.
That's what you get for not using the comically large dice. That is 12 wounds.
There we go. Okay, you'll go.
Okay. Comically large dice has not betrayed me. This is my deadly 3 shot. Let's go comically large dice. You can't win them all. It wanted to tip for me. Okay, and then we do have to come back to the map. We have 6 shots with my AP2 gun. Let's get rid of this blue thing here. Hitting you on 3, 6s explode. 4 hits.
4 hits.
That is
okay.
4 hits with AP2.
So 4 hits. This is 6s.
That's 5 wounds.
5 wounds. So he's on 1.
Imagine if the deadly shot had hit.
Right, so he has to make a morale check now.
It's on a 4 up.
He's stunned.
That's okay.
And then also the goblins has to move as well, which is a 5 up. They are also shaken. Shaky, shake, shake, shake. Cool.
That one wound really matters because now I need to actually do something to him.
Yeah,
Holy
so I was
cow.
just thinking what was going on. I don't think this is a charge, is it? No, it's not.
No.
Right.
escape.
Oh, it's too late. He's been wiggled back to where he was. Right, so we probably make this charge here. This guy's still got the unwieldy debuff on him, and we could probably get out of range of his charge if we charge in a clever way, which would be through the building. I think we can move 6 inches this way and then bounce 3 inches away.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I was thinking, what are you talking about? But yeah, of course, you move 6 inches, wrap around the side. Easy peasy.
Which, I mean, even just sitting in the difficult terrain actually would solve the problem as well.
It also does, yeah.
But it would then shaft me in later turns. So whatever, we'll make this charge. These
He'll
men
come
have
back.
seen better days. He's there. He's at the top. He's striking from above. All right, okay. So it'd be nice to walk away from this with a full unit of Devourers still alive. That's all I'm asking for. Okay, so this is going to be
3 ravages.
oh yeah, the classic 3 ravage mistake. Okay,
Lovely.
here we go. Ravages are on 6s, everything else on 3s.
Close on the ravages.
They're dead. That is not a great roll. And ravages being ravages. Okay, so 6 hits.
Okay.
No, 7 hits. I lied.
7 hits. These are 4s. 1s do nasty things to me.
He's dead.
Oh.
Surely.
No.
Surely.
Not yet.
6
Not yet.
wounds. Come on.
He's got 3
Only
left.
got
I
3
need
left.
4 5-ups here. No.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't happen. Goodbye, Vessel Micro Tyson.
Okay, so where's this 12 inches on this guy? Okay, we might have to actually play in the difficult, which is not what we want to do. Though, is it actually the end of the world playing in the difficult? I guess it would deny us. Oh, no, we can be there. That's fine. We can bounce that way, right? 3 inches this way. Okay, I don't want him to yeet like that, but you understand the point.
Yeah. You're moving out of range, so I'd have to do difficult terrain nastiness to deal with your Devourers.
Yeah, we're saying he's out. Don't make me fuck the models.
He's out because I have to go around the difficult terrain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, you have to come around here, don't you? So he's way more out
exactly.
than I thought they were. Oh, in that case, maybe I'll move a bit closer. So let's just measure that then. So we say 5 inches to there.
It's more because that's edge to edge. It's going to be like 6 or 7.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I'm out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
That's the activated.
All right. I have thinking things to do. So where have I spent my tokens? Who did I take tokens off? This guy. If I have the option here of bringing this guy back, doing 6 hits on these little ones, and clearing a charge for these 2 guys to have their Rumble Mania, there is a chance you just obliterate me. And I don't actually hit you back as hard as you hit me. Maybe I should have fired these that way. I'd have been out of 12. I think that is the plan. Thinking as a Titan Lords player, I have 4 activations left to your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to get your activations off the board. And I think that the way for me to do that is stomach that I'm going to take a hefty charge here. Try and do even the charge back, maybe. And wipe you out. With that, I think I'm probably popping back here. Or do I try and take out this Fang Beast Rider? Your defense 3 up. Here's my thoughts. 1, I clear the way here for you to charge me and for we to have our Kaiju fight in the middle by dropping my Vassal Micro Titan back, throwing 6 hits, pumping it with the Errant Mini Titans tokens on these little ones. I don't love it. I'm going to be doing something soon with them. Oh, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't control this. I can't control that aspect. The other thing I could do here is, say my Vassal Micro Titan is charging, blast the little ones, and try and make it so that I can connect a charge. Wait, is that how it works? Connect a charge with this. If I say I'm charging something, if I say I'm charging, do I have to say what I'm charging? I can't remember the rules.
You have to be in range to make the charge, right?
Which I am.
But you don't have to do it, but you can cast from where you're standing before you pick an action.
I can cast from where I'm standing before I pick an action.
Yeah, that's what
I'm going to do.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's the plan. Take out as many activations as possible in a single go. I'm going to cast 6 hits on these goblins. I'm going to pump it with this Errant Micro Titan, and then I'm going to decide my action. That's it. Because hopefully I kill 6 of these, and I can go around. We'll see. I need a 2-up. I need a 2-up, and I need you to fail loads of saves.
You've never failed this.
There we go.
So free. Okay, so 6 hits.
6 hits.
Which we...
Let's see. Oh, there was 6 dice there, and you got rid of them.
All right,
Rude.
6s. 5 die. Well, I think we just take the back line, don't we?
Oh, of course, you can just take the back row out. Okay.
In fact, actually, we can go. We'll do one of these.
And I hadn't thought that through. I was thinking he has to take like half from one side and half from another. Can I move? No. Right, we have to do this, unfortunately. That did not go as well as wanted. I also miscalculated in my brain box. That's fine. We'll just do this charge here. Turn away. Hopefully I can with my prio charge back if I wanted. Yeah, oh well. Cool. I think that was a mistake, but there we go. That's life. Oh, I should have done it actually over the back onto the other guy, but... Oh, you'd have only failed 1. Okay, you get your 5 attacks first, because of counterattack and unwieldy. 2 hits. These are 2-ups.
Someone's. Never lucky.
Not today. Okay, let's tidy up the dice on the table. I've got 6 hits with thrust, hitting you on 2s. Do you want to do those? In fact, everything's... I should have done them all together because your defense 6 up, but there we go. Oh, only 3 die.
Yeah, only 3 die.
These are 3s. 2 more.
She 1 6er. Never lucky.
There we go. Wipe the unit.
Especially dead. These guys are dead.
Oh.
That's not what I meant to do. Let me pull him back. Is he alive? He is.
He's alive.
Okay.
Cool. And then I've got 3 inches with him. We get rid of unwieldy. I think I move to there so I can do that charge. He just has to clench now. That's his job.
Yeah.
Hold tight.
Okay. So you've got 1 activation left.
2. I've got my big guy in the middle and an errant guy as well.
Right. I'm going to make this guy move up to here. I think I can stay outside the charge range of this guy pretty convincingly. I don't think you can make it into there. Let's see. That would be 9 inches to the front. So you'd need to actually be, it would need to be some mad stuff to be able to make it. I don't think you can. We're going to come tag this point, and then we're going to put unwieldy on this guy. And we've got enough movement over. We can probably go forwards and backwards to get in range of these guys, 12 inches, and then go back. So I'll do that. This guy's actually fatigued.
You don't need line of sight. This charge is not good for you.
That's what you think. He's fatigued. Is the next time they're in combat? But I can do marks after I fight, right?
I think so, yeah.
It probably is a bad.
No. So the next time I charge, you can unwieldy me and charge me, and I keep unwielding. Okay, yeah. I'm fairly sure that is a bad charge.
I'm fairly sure this is a bad charge as well. But I kind of want to give it a go.
Do it then. Testing. That's what this is.
Yeah, this is testing. Surely it's the wrong idea. He's much more valuable to me as just as a thing chilling in the... If I lose this combat... See, you got 9 attacks.
There are people at home chanting, do it.
Do it. You have 9 attacks on 6s. I have 6 attacks on 4s plus 2 impact. You might just not roll any 1s. That's the biggest threat to this whole thing. Because I need to do at least 1 because of fear. But I could also spike really high with Rupture, and that would be kind of funny.
We can both spike is the thing, right? We have so much spike. Warbound is so good. Warbound Destroyer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. This is definitely a mistake. But I think we'll do it, right? Whatever. Is it a whatever moment? Is it? Yeah, fuck it. It's fine. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, fine. We'll charge.
Fortune favors the bold.
Exactly. I think we're...
Where are you putting your morale? Important to say this, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to put your morale on this guy?
I probably end up putting it on myself, right? Yeah. To give him a 3-up for when he inevitably loses this combat. So I think we'll do it on ourselves then. Fine, fuck it, whatever, we're going for this. Right, clear them out. So we've got 6 attacks.
You have 2 impact hits.
We have 2 impact hits. And we also have 2 rupture hits. Okay, so the ruptures are the green ones.
Ruptures
Red
are the green
is
ones,
no
okay.
AP, and blue is impact.
Let's see how well this is
Hit
going
on
to go.
4s, let's go.
That's exactly what I thought. The 2 rupture hits are best.
Yeah, but
what did you just
2
delete?
impacts did hit, right?
Yeah, the 2 impacts hit. Your 2 ones were only the ruptures.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you got 2 impacts, 2 normal.
I do have to do the impacts separately. Also, yeah, I'll use your round dice. The impacts don't get the benefit of Destroyer.
Yeah.
So these are your impact hits. Nothing. These are your Destroyer hits. Oh! That's 2 wounds. For the regens. It's alright, we only take 1.
Okay.
Now, I don't have to strike back, because it's a tied combat, but I'm fatigued already. So I have literally nothing to lose. So 3 of these are AP 1. Oh, things are happening here. Dave can't click. Right, the AP 1 attacks
You've lost a red dice. No.
I've lost a red dice. The AP 1 attacks are blue.
Just no
Everything
6s.
else is AP 0. 6s!
Oh my god. 3 6s, no good.
One of them's AP 1 as well. I just need to see a ton of 1s here.
Yeah.
Show me your 1s.
So 3s and 4s. Oh, disaster. 2 wounds back.
Look at that. It's a good thing you put the morale boost on this guy.
Yeah. I mean, he'd only be stunned anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but it would mean that I win this point.
3 up.
He's
Easy.
fine.
Cool.
Okay. But I need to put a marker to say that I've still got my unwieldy debuff.
Which is this one here.
Yeah.
Cool. I despite losing that combat, I actually think that's still worth it. The Fine Brief Rider is kind of like getting one shot when he gets charged, so having the ability to just do even 1 wound to a target is pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm actually going to do here? Move up to here. 4 inches. You can't see me to counterspell. I'm going to throw 6 hits on a 2-up from the Vassal Micro Titan onto your champion.
Sure.
And then I'm going to move 8 inches. I've still got 2 tokens here as well. Do I want to do 6 hits, AP nothing? You're a 4-up. Yes, I do. You're a 4-up and it's 1 for your tokens. There was a thought in my mind of doing the level 3 spell of... Actually, hold on. I'm going to use 3 from him and 1 from this guy in the middle. Because then they refresh up to level 3 spells next turn. Level 3 tokens. I could do 6 hits AP1 on 1 higher on the dice roll, because it's a level 3 spell. But I think that because you're only defense... No, you are defense 3 up, let's not forget that. Yeah. But still, I think because it's 3 up, not 2 up, this is fine. I need to see a 2 up on the comically large dice. Cool. Never close. That is 6 hits, AP nothing on your...
Right. Anyone's
big caster.
Dead? Yeah, he's dead. Actually,
exactly dead. Oh my word.
Yeah, wow. Pretty close. All
that
right.
was too close. I have 1 activation left.
You do, which is this guy, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're dying if they get shot at, but just unstun these guys.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to attack you. Do I have to attack when I charge?
Yeah.
It's charging you have to hit with every weapon you have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because of that, I'm not charging. It's 2 rounds, half the game of not charging with my mini Titan. But because if I charge your lesser ones and I get fatigued, I just lose this charge. What that means is I've This guy should be activated. What that means is you can now just move your lesser ones over here, charge with your Tribe Master, and we get a Kaiju fight that I'm probably losing. But I think that has to be the way. I think it has to be like that as well. There's no way that you can charge me and get out. Cool. My final activation is moving my Errant Mini Titan there, my Melee Mini Titan in the middle, just back a little bit. And now you can do shenanigans because you out-activate me.
Yeah, I'm going to run back 12 inches over here. Yes.
So move the goblins back so they can threaten points later.
That's them activated.
You've also got your caster with 6 tokens, let's not forget him.
Yeah. And then, it's just this charge now, really. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So pray that this doesn't go fucked.
Yeah. We're both in the hands of the dice gods now.
Yeah, literally. Right. Okay. So we'll do the big fight. Go on then.
Interesting rules quirk for you here. That it doesn't matter here, but it does matter in the context of the rest of the game. Ravage, the new on 6's rule for you. When this model attacks, you roll the 2 dice to do it. So on the rules as written, it proceeds deadly. Now that doesn't matter here, but if you're attacking a tough 3 unit, you can screw your deadly attacks up.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Ravage goes first, and if you do a wound, you're wasting wounds.
Well, unless you resolve all the wounds before you go into combat. I don't actually know how that works. Is it the same with impact? Impact. Do you resolve all impact hits and wounds, or do you just do the hits and then the wounds all get resolved at the same time? It's worth asking.
That might be. It's worth asking, but on my reading of this, I am
either way
preaching myself as the gospel god of everything. But on my reading of this, it could screw you up against some tough 3s. Anyway, here's your Ravage.
Let's start with the 2 most exciting dice rolls. What? Easy.
He got one.
Easy. We're in. All right, roll your 5 up. You got
comically large dice. Regen. Everyone is regen.
So
no, he takes 1.
All right, so he's wiped out. Right, okay, so then what do we actually have for attacks here? So we've got 8 AP2 attacks, which we'll do in red, because they're the scariest. We have 4 AP1 attacks, and we have 2 deadly attacks, which are the grey ones.
They're the terrifying ones.
So, so 8 AP2, 4 AP1, 2 AP4, deadly 3. 3 ups to hit here, and that's that.
Dice gods, bless me. Oh my god.
Okay. So we missed 1.
Okay.
So, red.
Look into my eyes, viewers at home. Look into my eyes as this game crumbles to pieces around me. Okay. I can just pick up all these dice and roll them. So
yeah, you can, yeah.
The red ones are 4 ups, the blue ones are 3 ups, and the black ones are 6 ups. We miss none of these. Oh my god, we miss these. So, lifting the curtain, I've already said we think ogres are strong. This is why ogres are the strongest army at 2,000 points. They are insanely strong. We'll discuss this in the breakdown. So, what did we say? Blues are 3s, the others are 4s. Because of Destroyer Boost, all of these are doubled. What this means is that these black ones here are 12 wounds straight away. All of these here are 1 extra. I have 20 regen saves to make. That is 20 wounds that if I didn't have regen, by the way, this 1 unit would have done in 1 hit. It's 450 points.
How many did you save there? Quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
He's exactly
that is
dead.
because of Ravage. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly dead. Cool. We'll take those. Right. So now I think we need to move towards this guy.
That is,
he has to stay in that cover.
Yeah.
That's the thing about him, right? He can't actually run very far, that guy. I don't know if we're going to be able to ever charge him, but he can't actually leave this box. He has to go over there. Is that worth going that direction then? And we want to stay on the point. Do we come around here so we can charge this guy? I'm pretty sure that guy's going first next. But no, I think we do go this direction. I'll leave him over there then. Yeah, fuck it, that'll be fine. Cool, that's him. And then we have this guy here who I think just wants to troll. I think he's just big chilling.
He really does want to just chill and troll.
He just wants to big chill. I mean, like, he does have Melee Slayer. Just saying. So, he is a bit of a mega
He has
threat.
Melee Slayer. I missed that.
Yeah, he does. But I think he's just hanging out, isn't he, really? He's just threatening this point with the rest of the game. No, he has 6 tokens, so he should do something with them. So he needs to throw out.
He needs to throw out something.
So I'm going to throw out 6 hits AP2 and 2 hits AP1, I think. Unless Rupture's worth rolling. 4 hits with Rupture. So you've got 1 token, so you're probably going to counterspell one of these. Maybe I just go for 3 spells. Yeah, I'm just going to cast 3 spells. Fuck it. So I'm going to cast all 3 spells. We'll cast them in order.
Cool.
Are you going to count on the last one?
Let's see how this goes. Which one are you doing first?
I'm doing 2 hits AP1.
I'm going to let that go.
Okay. Oh.
Easy.
Right,
Easy.
Now I'm doing Rupture. So 4 hits AP1 with Rupture.
That's fine. Okay, let's see how this goes.
So I need to roll the Rupture ones first before you roll this.
You do. So this is on hit 6s, failed 1s count as double. That's
okay,
one.
We got 1. So,
okay. So let's roll that first. This is a 3-up. Oh, whoop. There's this one. This is a 3-up. Absolutely fine. And then these are 3-ups that don't double, but they're also fine. So you can do your last spell, and I'm not going to counter this either.
Okay.
Because my guy is
2. Oh,
easy.
never lucky. Cool. And then I'll move him sneaky like.
Yeah, a dip.
I think just to there is probably fine. 6. Cool. Right. That's the end of that round. On to the next round then.
Top of round 3, the Titan Lords, of course, are going first, but I'm in a bit of a pickle because of the glorious charge of the Tribe Master. I only have 3 activations, so I'm grasping at straws, really. Here's the play. Bring the Yeoman back, shoot the Tribe Master with Relentless, kill it in a single 1-tap, and get ready to make my Vassal Micro Titan charge into the centre point for the victory there, whilst my Yeoman Mini Titan holds down this right flank. He's taken no damage. I can throw out spells. Spells help. Spells are good. 6 hits AP1 is a thing.
Yeah, that's so true.
I need to make sure I'm over 9 inches away to get Relentless. And then this Vassal Micro Titan has to not die. That's the play. That's it. Nice and easy. We're going to resolve the game in round 3. So, we are currently within 7 inches of you, so I need to move some inches back.
You can't be outside the building, though, as you're able to see through it.
Thank you. I was about to make that mistake. And I need to be over an inch away from you because of social distancing rules. For goodness sake. There's an outtakes reel clip of me just fighting with...
This is why fantasy boards are superior. None of this nonsense.
He's there.
There you go.
And he's an inch away, and he's within a 6-inch move onto the point. Right. And we're over 9 inches away, and we're over 9 inches away. There's an argument. There is an argument for pointing a spell here. I don't think it's a good argument. He's got 2 tokens. Okay. High risk, high reward. Is that the play here? The high risk, high reward play is I do my 6 hits AP1 on a 3-up against you, and I save 6 hits blank from this guy on a 4-up against them. No, I'm not doing it. Okay. 1, 2, 3 tokens from him, 2 tokens from this guy. Oh, this is round 3. I have round 4 as well. I'm going to do 6 hits AP1 on this guy as before I do my shooting on a 2-up. Oh, I saw the 1. I saw it. That's 6 hits AP1 on that guy.
Okay, so 6 hits AP1 is saving on 4s.
That's 3. That's big. That's a great start. Great start to the day.
Cool.
All right. The next thing is then firing everything. Yes, everything at that Tribe Master. Comically large dice is telling me how the deadly 6 goes. We want to see a 6 here. No. Okay, that's fine because we've got the deadly 3. It was breakdancing so close to a 6. Oh well. That is 1 6-up for you. That's 3 wounds.
There we go.
Okay. I need to do 6 wounds here with these 6 attacks AP2.
Oh,
that is 7 hits.
Good.
That is pretty good.
Very good. On 6 effects every time.
So these are 5-ups, 1s are doubled. Do I get the spike?
I think there's a good chance he dies it, honestly. Like, the way this game goes, I swear to God. Okay, 5-ups.
No.
4.
That is 5 because of the extra 1.
Yeah.
Which is enough to force a morale check. Now, you have got +1 to your morale check. So on a 2-up, you're fine. On a 1, he's shaken. He's fine. Okay.
He's fine.
Okay. I see how it goes, Tabletop Simulator. I see who your favourite child is here. It's not the guy who's bringing the fun 5 times thing. That's my activation done. What are you doing?
Right, well, obviously we don't want this guy to die. That would be rather unfortunate. We could just run now with him.
Bravely did so, Robin run away.
Because Dave has to move this way, really, with this guy next turn, which means he won't be able to see through this building.
Yes.
Which I think is kind of a play then at that point.
And you can always nip the goblins into the middle of the board for that 1 VP.
I mean, that being said, you have to move on to this point with this guy next turn. And this guy has to come this way. Otherwise, you can't contest a middle. So if I just stay here, this guy will walk over here and die. And that's unavoidable. You can't get onto this middle point with this guy now. He's too far away. And if you want to stand a chance of contesting this is kind of solved. So actually, we only need to look over here. Now, the question we've got over here, right, is twofold. One, I can just make this charge, which we've seen how that goes. So the other alternative is we make this charge and force you to fatigue yourself if we make 2 wounds, which would kill this guy. Now, also, this guy hasn't actually captured this objective yet. So he has to stay on this point.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's basically doomed for him. So another alternative is you just play conservative and run back. And just say, like, well, you can come charging off the point if you want. You've got unwieldy. We give these guys a morale buff. We run this guy back. And then we play footsies over here. We can put a morale buff through the wall on this guy and go from there.
Yeah.
Morale, which I don't hate, to be
morale
honest.
buff's 12 inches, so you do probably need to lick it. You might need to, like, just check you don't need to go into the wall.
3 inches that way, so no.
Okay,
just about
cool.
make
Yeah,
it.
fine. Yeah.
And then I can move 15 inches backwards. No, not 15. Yeah, no, not 15.
Not quite.
I don't
30.
know how much it is. 13 inches backwards, which puts me out of range of this guy. So I think that's probably what we do here. It's kind of cagey play, but I think the charge could go really well, obviously, right? Like, we could charge in, we could get a bunch of ones, force him to attack back, and go from there. But I think also, just letting him charge this is also fine. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We don't want to give him an opportunity to kill something on the point when we can pull it back. And the only way we win this game is if we catch points, so we're going to do that. So I'm going to move 3 inches this way, so hopefully that's in range. It
Perfect.
is. So put morale back on that guy. I have an unwieldy debuff, but there's no one to really use it on right now, so we'll just throw it on this guy again. Little tee-hee moment.
Double.
And then 30. So that we actually just want to stay. We want to stay out of range of this guy. It's 12 inches where we're trying to get out of, and we're actually going to rotate our model as well. With the extra movement we have. With the extra movement.
Rotato?
I know. Just so we can... we want to be 12 inches out. We also don't want to give this guy an auto cannon shot all the way down range. That's exactly 12. Which we may still end up doing, but I think that's probably fine. There's a good chance that there's no line of sight there, yeah, because I think between these buildings, there's just no way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Now, obviously, you can throw spells on this guy and all sorts of stuff, but so be it.
Cool.
That's my activation.
Is this solved?
You have to move into the middle with that guy, otherwise you can never contest the middle.
I didn't know this.
If you
Is
try
this
and
solved?
if you don't move onto it now, the pet goblins walk out and block the path.
Yeah, so I charge them.
Yeah, but I've got more activations than you, right? The pet goblins in the middle of the bottom just walk out and form a line.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is annoying. Okay. We're charging back here.
Yep.
Let's just do this. We're going to comically large dice it. On a 4-up, you take 6 hits, AP nothing. No! Don't roll it!
Comically large dice, the betrayal.
It's betrayed me so much. And now I charge. Oh, you hit me first, yeah.
I hit you first, yeah. So I've got Ravage first as well. Which, we love Ravage. It always goes off. It's literally free.
Easy. 5 up. Never mind.
Ravage means nothing. Right, 12 attacks. Hitting on 3s. 1s explode.
Other way around, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That is huge 10 hits. Jesus Christ. 4-ups?
4s. He's not looking healthy.
This is now Warbound doing Warbound things. That is 10 wounds.
Yeah.
I have 8 left.
You need to pass 3 then. Which you fucking do, yeah, no problem.
4 wounds, okay.
God damn. Juicy. I think you probably win this combat.
We will see very soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just kill these. My God, my guy was furious and got nothing. Right, I'm hitting you on 3s. The red ones hit you on 2s. Everything is AP1. Oh, that's gross. Look at that.
So that's 5 wounds.
I'm king of the ones. 5 hits AP.
AP1. Yeah. So
Yeah.
5 ups.
These are 5 ups.
Oh my
Look
god.
at that. Holy
Well,
shit.
It's a
You
dicey
take
game.
2. Yeah.
2 wounds. I win that
Oh my
combat
God.
then.
Right. 3 up. We're
That's
fine. Well, we're not fine because you now charge him back and win the game. That's how that game works. That is
I'm
probably
fatigued,
it
though,
for the
yeah.
Titan Lords. Oh no, I mean, you now just win the game, right? You block the point
Yeah.
and you take it. I have. Let's see what your next activation is. Right.
We just move one guy here, right? That's the move, right?
No, you. Oh, actually, you can't block the point because you've got difficult terrain.
Yeah, but I can move 6 inches, right?
And you can't go within an inch of me. You have to go the long way. That's the problem.
I mean, even still, this guy is as wide as this terrain.
Yeah, so I just go the long way around to you. I just need to be within 6, right?
Yeah, that's true. Well, either way, what this means is you cannot charge me next turn. Otherwise, you lose.
Yeah,
this
exactly,
point.
right.
So I've just got to stay 3 inches away from the point and be in a position where I can threaten the whole point, which is more difficult than it sounds. I think it involves running probably the long way around here. This terrain is actually quite annoying. Alternatively, we do just charge this guy.
There's a chance you do just kill him.
Because, well, we have fear 3, right?
Oh, we have not been counting that, but yes, you do.
I have it. It's never mattered.
Okay.
It's fear.
Fear 3 is huge there, actually. There's the situation where Fear 3 is huge.
So I think we probably just do make the charge. Because do we go 6 inches around this way and then bounce? I think maybe that's the play, right? Can this guy get within
reasonable.
to a reasonable space?
Well, that guy gets there.
So yeah, because I'm charging, I'll be able to get them all.
Move your back guy first to
point.
make sure. Oh, okay, I'll just do that. Yeah.
All right, that's fine move, right?
Yeah. There is something in the rules saying you must base if possible, so technically this isn't doable, but we're not going to be fussy about that today.
Oh, that's a good point, actually, yeah. So I guess I have to make the charge there. I mean, I'm okay doing that.
It's still fine. Your 1 inch bounce means you have to be in. Actually, no, it matters because your 1 inch bounce means you have to be in. What's the word? Coherency.
Yeah. So if I put them back 6 inches the way they were like there.
Do it one at a time. Move your minis one at a time, and you can see where you can get to.
But I don't think I can. I mean, what? Okay, we'll try it then. Fine. 5 inches to there. That's about as efficient as that gets. 1 inch to there. So there's just no way, right? We're going to end up with
there is
one.
no way. Okay.
Okay. Right. We're looking at a decap over here then. Unless I move around the back here. That's the other way we can go here, isn't it? I need to be able to cover the whole point though, which is really difficult. 13 inches. Need to be able to get to there. I just need to be able to get with one guy, to be fair. So, which we can't do with that guy. So yeah, I think we just make that move, right? You okay with that?
You go around the back? Yeah.
Yeah, 2, 7 plus 3 or whatever it is, yeah. AC to there. Let me just count this in case. 3 to there, 7 to there, 3 directly towards the point. And then just measure that. See what? Okay, that gets me well within, so I can go 1 less than that. Because what I don't want either is this charge to be able to happen, and then you bounce back onto the point. Let's go. Okay, so this guy to move up, so he can get 7 inches there, and then 4 inches into there to make that charge. I would be 1 inch back though, because I don't need to be this. In fact, yeah, no, I need to be able to touch every point in the point. So I'd go 1 inch back here, and then I think there's no way that charge really happens, is it? Let me just see. I'll press escape. So it'll be 9 inches to there, and then 3 inches. So 9 inches to there, and then 3 inches that way. But that's not the edge of the model. Oh, it's so fucking close. I guess if you move 3 inches this way, though, then you're not on the point. When you bounce back, that's all that matters. These guys come in here. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to move these guys here. Obviously not into the difficult terrain. But yeah, I've just done some measuring there, and I think Dave can't make this charge and then bounce back onto the point, because I think he has to come this way and then 3 inches that way, which means the 3 inch bounce back shouldn't work. But I'm not confident about that at all. But we're going to do it because the other player is charging him, which is fine, but you just never know. I guess he's only on 5 wounds, but I think this is more interesting. We can see what would have happened with the charge after this is over, but otherwise, that's my activation.
Cool. My next one then is making sure I'm outside of 12 of this. Doing this, because there's no way this guy makes onto the point this round.
No, he doesn't need to, right?
No, we don't want to be that close to you. So I think we go here. Actually, I can go there. I have a 3 inch bounce, so I can move to be far enough away from you in whatever direction I need. fine.
Assuming you win
Cool.
this combat, mate.
I'm going to charge you like this. What's that?
Yep. Assuming you win this combat.
So I'm going to make this charge, and assuming I win this combat and wipe you out, I can bounce back to be outside of charge range. Let's see what the dice want to say to me, though. This should also
4
be
attacks on my little ones first.
You have got 4 attacks with your little ones to do 9 wounds. I think it can't happen, but you never know what the dice want to say this game.
This point in the middle is mine as well, but yeah. We'll come back to that later. Okay, 5 ups. 2 hits.
2 hits. 2 hits.
Ones.
2 ups. 5 up regens. He takes a wound.
Take a wound, mate. Take a fucking wound. Right.
Easy.
Murder me.
Right. Everything, nothing matters in terms of AP. Oh, actually, Lance. So they hit in different ones.
Yeah.
So I'll do the 6 Lance ones first. I hit you on 2s with these. Nice, that's 6 hits.
6 hits.
I hit you on 3s with these. I hit you 9 times, AP 1. It doesn't matter, your defense 6 up.
6s.
Nice, that's the unit.
Let's try it, boys. Okay. You are dead. Okay, cool. Those guys are dead.
Okay. Now, I need to bounce to be over 12 inches away from you. Perfect. I can even move 2 inches closer. No, I can't. 2 inches? 0.2 inches. That'll do.
Cool.
What is... I'm done. So what is your play?
What is my play? Check it. Always check it.
Always check the charge.
Okay, so what can we do here? The board is ours. I think these goblins have to come out and block this, which they can do no problem. They stand here. This thing then has to kill these before this moves over, and I still out-activate you, so you still have to make this charge while this guy's here. Now, I don't think this guy can... He can move to, like, here, I suppose, and see this guy. So we have to tuck around the back of this building, so he can't see us. Because this one has to come here. This one can't get into the middle here, can it? No. Now, Dave doesn't actually have to contest every objective. That's the other part of this. But also there's an argument you said, like, well, actually, I think we end up blocking here, don't we?
I think you block, but I don't think it's solved.
Well, I don't know how you're going to get onto this point activation.
My plan is wipe everything out. That's the plan.
Well, if you kill these...
Oh, but you still hold the point.
Yeah, it's my point, yeah. Let's think big picture here. Okay, so Dave's going to get... Let's assume this game state ends, right? Dave can't take this objective, or these guys charged in here, these guys charged in here. This doesn't take this point. This is neutralized. He can have this one.
Stress.
And I can have one, right? Which would then would be 1-all, but then Dave would win on bonus objectives.
You need to have... there's a point for a unit in the middle of the board.
Yeah. If you don't kill this, but you've already got the goblin one from killing these guys here and those guys there.
I have the...
So
yeah,
really,
it
comes
5+1.
It comes down to this charge here, because I would get 3 points that way. Okay, let's not overthink this too much. There's pressure from David to be able to solve all these problems at once. So this spellcaster has to come out, and he has to... Oh, I didn't refresh tokens, did I?
I did, yeah, he's on 3.
Oh, okay, that's fine, yeah. But he'll be on 4 next turn, 6 next turn. So as long as I'm in range to counterspell some stuff, that's fine. And I think he literally just comes out here and exists. Because he has to be out in the open to be able to do the stuff next turn. Maybe he even just moves into cover. Not that it really makes any sort of difference if he's being shot at by this thing. But I guess the AP2s, it would make a difference.
Takes it to a 5-up rather than a 6-up.
Yeah, so we'll probably do that then. So let's do that first then. So I'm going to move this guy. I think am I in range if I do 6 inches there? Yeah, and I don't think this guy can stop me from getting on the point with 6-inch movement. Probably not, right? There's plenty of space there, and I just go here-ish. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we'll do that, assuming that's correct. And then I think we make this play behind here. Is that the best one to go to? We could actually move... Well, we want to be within 12 inches of the point. We're going to get right up next to the building, but not in it, obviously. This guy moves 6 inches this way. He needs to not be able to see this guy. So a bit further forwards. This guy can make a Hail Mary play with spellcasting, I guess. But we'll see.
What do I need to do? I need to do a single wound off of 6 hits. The 6 hits have to go up on an AP4. Get the single wound and you fail a 2-up morale. Like,
Yeah.
the chain is there.
So then we're going to move this guy's 9 inches or whatever it is to get onto that point. 3.2, so 8.7. He can go so far up. 7.7. Yeah, 3.2. No, 3.2.
7.8. Wait.
No, 3.2 is 8.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
So we want him to be
I've
close to us, so
deducted the
let's charge
one extra time in my head. Bad maths. Oh, these guys have got a bit more of a mission for them. But he's got 8 inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, everyone's kind of there.
Yeah, I'm just going to do this kind of thing. I don't think it makes really much of a difference where they're at. As long as there's at least these 2 guys at the front alive. Now, that's fine, I think. I mean, no one feels great about anything, do they, right now?
It's remarkably close.
You could charge if you're feeling ballsy. That's the other thing.
Don't think.
Come in with the full subs. So start of round 4 then.
Start of round 4. What are we doing?
So currently you hold the left objective and I hold the middle one.
Yes. You want it to be red. I will be blue. Tail as old of time. Tail as old as time. How fat is this guy? Can I be in the building and on the point? Yes.
Oh shit, yeah, I didn't think about that.
I don't get relentless.
Because my other option was running backwards, but I don't think I could get out of line of sight around there. I think I'm running over to here. I think I was too far away.
It's a victory point. It's a victory point to kill that guy. So I'm just going to shoot everything at the Tribe Master.
Yep.
I don't have relentless, so this is honest work with the comically large dice. And I'm going to also use my 2 spell tokens to do 6 hits on the little ones on a 4-up. Would you like to counterspell it?
I will counterspell that, yeah. 2 tokens.
6. Oh, okay.
I wasted my tokens.
Comically large dice. Here's the deadly 6 shot. It hits.
Okay, this isn't probably dead then. Just roll 6 once. Never lucky.
He takes 6 damage.
So he's on 1 wound.
Comically large dice for the deadly 3 shot. Ooh, let's not roll your devourers. Here we go. That was
classic TTS slow rolling. Okay.
I know. And here's the autocannon shots. Wow. 2 hits. Is he on 1 wound?
He's on 1 wound, yeah.
Oh my god.
So we can actually live this on 5s, right?
5s, yeah. He is Def 3+. I'm AP 2.
He does not.
Oh!
The man dies.
He dies, which is huge. Because that's a full victory point for me. Your go.
Okay, so we don't actually want to make this charge yet, do we? Do we actually? 5 inches.
Do you want to make that charge? Yeah. That's. You've only got, what, 4 wounds to chip through? On average, you hit me 9 times. That's 5 wounds. Ooh, actually, regen means that I don't die off of that.
No.
On average.
One thing we can do is Tokyo Drift over here. That guarantees that point as well. So this guy, how far is he close to this point now? 10 inches. Interesting. You're on that one. We can dequalify you from that one. So you can actually... We need to keep you away from 6 inches from the middle of the board. But that would sacrifice the points for everyone, yeah. No, actually, maybe this guy can make it over there. 8 plus 8.
You've got 16. Yeah. I think he might just be out, right?
That would put within 6, I think, right?
Oh, for the secondary.
Yeah.
You can do
12.
this in a... You've got a tighter corner there, right? Move back 2 inches.
Oh, for sure, but...
There you go. Like... So that 10 inches is probably good. All right, now you've got 5 more.
Okay, I think he's definitely in, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to leave him there, though, because he's effectively going to do that regardless, and there's nothing here that can impact it apart from this caster, but just so I don't have to do that movement again. So we'll come back to his shit in a second, but realistically, he doesn't do anything. Yeah, so then with that locked in, I think we just move these guys into a semicircle here and keep you from the 6 inches of the board. I think that's the play, isn't it? We just go like this. And
you've got 7 guys there. You rolling 2 6s at some point in the past has meant I can't wipe that unit.
I mean, I still have full spell control over here, so... All right, go ahead.
Okay. What's this guy doing? Can he make that? No?
It's worth noting that my rider's still there where he was originally, so
yeah,
that's still an option. I'm just leaving him there for the sake of not remeasuring.
I can't be on the point and safe here. So I think I go here. And then I think I just do... I can do 6 hits. Yeah, I have to do 6 hits on a 2-up. That's what we do here. That's the spell. Activate this guy. He's not charging. Here's my 2-up. I thought it was going to do me dirty there. Right, you have 6 hits on you.
So we probably lose a model here. I think that's pretty safe to say.
Yeah, and what I'm hoping is you actually lose 2 models.
Oh
That's
my
how you
God.
lose 2 models. And now
Holy
you have to fail a 3-up morale check.
Yeah, that is actually a disaster. I didn't put morale on those guys, did I? No.
You did not.
I
They've
put
got a
myself
3-up.
through, so yeah. 3 up and
Comically
a
large
believer.
dice?
Oh, 3 up and a believe.
Ah, okay. But you're not charging me.
No, that's true.
That could have been the game coming down to a single morale check as well.
Oh my God, yeah, for reals. Right, so you still have this guy to activate,
Yes.
and I still have this guy to activate, which,
That guy is technically tucked around the corner.
yeah. I think maybe if this move, I should have trailed them. When you charge, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. We can't win this point, that's for sure. This point is dead. We can neutralize this point. We win this one. We can neutralize this one if we leave him in there for now. So yeah, I think the next move we make is this move here. Actually, wait, no, I take it back. I'm going to move this one first. Doesn't make sense to do anything else, does it? Yeah.
And then my move. That's not a charge, but can I fully block you from getting to this point?
I think regardless of what you move, I can counter it, right? There's no way of...
You can't come within an inch of me.
That's true.
I can't do a 1-inch measure. Just fucking with your dude. You can't get within an inch of that. Cool. So my move with the Vassal Micro Titan is to move to exactly here, because by doing that, the champion can't make it onto the point, and I've secured this point number 2 for myself. Now, there is a greed play of trying to blitz you. Oh, you can charge me. That's what you can actually do. That's what you can do. You can charge me to neutralize the point. That's not fun. But there's a chance I kill you. So yeah, let's do it. 3 spell tokens into 6 hits on your champion. That's the play here. It would be a 3-up if you don't do anything. You have 4 spell tokens left.
I'm realistically not killing the man in front of me, even with 6 hits AP2. So do I get anything by having the tokens? The only way I ever kill you is if I go crazy with Devourer, which is destroying, which is so
do you neutralize the point? I think that's what you're looking at here.
Yeah, the best thing I do is cast resistance on myself, I guess. So you're doing 6 hits, what?
6 hits, AP nothing.
Oh, 3-up.
On a 3-up.
Yeah, fuck it, have it.
Have it. Comically large dice. Looked like it was going to betray me, but it didn't. 6 hits, AP nothing on your Ogre champion.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway, that's good. Okay.
Ah, 1 wound off of the morale check. Okay. But if you want to charge me, there's a real risk you die, which is the important thing.
That is true, but it's the only way of playing the game, isn't it? So
It is the only way of playing the game. You don't think you just charge. Because you do this one... go the other way, is it? Not guaranteed the other way?
I don't know if we can without the bounce. The one thing that always bounce kind of screws me. There we go, like that.
Because you
No, actually,
can't be...
no, I bounce back an inch and I'm still in it, right? Can I go?
Are you over 1 inch away from
I
me?
just
That's the
bounce
question,
wherever.
right? We'll find out.
I mean,
Do it.
I
Roll
think-
your dice.
I
Let's
think
see if I kill you on the crackback.
Or if I kill you on the charge, mate. I've got 4 spell tokens.
You have. What are you doing?
Well, the only way we do this is if we get the maximum amount of damage out here, right? Which I think means casting 2 level 2 spells. Because Rupture can spike and Destroyer boost gives me extra damage. So I think we're going to do that. So
Is
just
that
pray for
better
some
than
thought.
just 6 hits? Is that better than just 6
Definitely.
hits on
It's the-
a 3-up?
I think it's the only way I do enough wounds to route it.
Okay.
So Destroyer boost 4-up.
This is the
Destroyer
box.
boost 4-up. Goes
He
off.
gets it.
And
Okay.
4 hits with Rupture.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
cool. Right. So the Rupture ones I need to roll first.
You do. Find 4 dice for yourself.
So 6s. No
Nope.
6s. So 4 hits
So
AP1.
these are 3-ups. We're fine.
And then I just have my charging, which is just 4 attacks. I think at this point, there's no way of killing you. Well, actually, that's not true. If I hit all these and you fail them all, and you
You've
fail
got-
all your...
as you said, you're
regen.
AP3 because of Slayer, right? This
Okay,
is the
all
way
hits.
it happens. Oh my god.
This is AP3 Destroyer boost, but the Destroyer boost has to go off for this to work.
Okay. So these are 5-ups.
So that's 6 wounds.
That is 6 wounds. These are 5-ups.
Four.
Ooh, I take
Okay.
4. Okay, I need to do 3 wounds back to you. Because I'm fear 1 and you're fear nothing, right?
Yeah.
So these are AP nothing, hitting you on 3s. That's a good start. 5 hits AP nothing, and these are AP 1. 3 hits AP 1. Okay. 5 hits AP nothing, 3 hits AP 1. Should have given you multicolored dice to make your life easy, but I didn't.
That's fine. I forgive you. Take those away. Oh, we got 3 dice over here. Got them. Okay, cool. So it's 5s for the green ones and 4s for the red ones. He is dead.
He is.
The man
Wait,
dies.
is he? Is he? No, he's not.
He's taken 2 wounds already.
Oh, has he? Okay.
Yeah, from the spellcasting. So that's that then.
That's the end of the game. Let's count the points.
It's 1 to me, 1 to you, 1 neutral.
All right, so that's 1-1. Neither player controls more, so that's out.
And
Secondaries.
You killed my big boy and my 6 guys, so you get 2, and I get 1 for being within 6. And that's game. You win by 1 point. Hey guys, Editor Harvey here. The astute amongst you may have actually noticed that this was not the only play I could have made. That's because I forgot that my caster here actually had Strider. So really the correct play here would have been to have moved 12 inches onto the point and decap it. That would have turned the game from a win to Dave to a draw, but overall this was just a mess around and a demo of the tournament pack. So no harm, no foul. But just before you guys hit the comments and tell me how stupid I am, I know how stupid I am.
That is insane.
It's huge. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Wow. Point. Let's do a game breakdown.
Losing 6 guys here on the last, before the last charge of the game is pretty bad. I wonder if I should have made the charge myself. I don't know. I don't know how that plays out. I also could have sprawled my little ones out a bit better so they would be within the 6 inches, and then this guy could have played over here. So late game, that certainly matters.
If you'd have done that, I could have charged them off of the point. If you'd have sprawled out,
but you would have had to have charged them is the point, right?
Yeah, but then I've got the other fat guy, so that left point is neutral. So that just takes 1 point away from you, is what I mean. So, but then you control more points, so you're net up 1. Oh, interesting. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's a tie instead. So that's the difference.
Yeah, for sure. I think I should have been less lazy with my scouts, that's for sure. Instead of just plonking them down and getting the game going. I could have put them 13 inches away and covering this point and stuff and done something slightly more tactical with them. I think the huge problem really was just this guy sitting in difficult terrain here. Like the actual line of sights he has here is kind of wild. Like he can see all 3 points from there, which makes a huge difference to the game.
If he's not in that difficult terrain, he is blocked so much by these huge line of sight blockers.
Yeah, but like this is the only place on the board where he can see everything though, right? There is nowhere where I can play where this guy can't shoot with the deadly gun, which is kind of wild. And actually, this is a 7-inch base, right? That's fucking huge, right? Like without this enormous model, which I think actually is probably way too big, given the, I think, what is it, 120 is 120 millimeters?
That'll be on 120.
Yeah, so that's an 180 millimeter base, right? So that's like 50% bigger than it should be. So obviously this wouldn't be possible either, this little sitting in difficult terrain and on here and stuff.
There is also the point here of base sizes OPR recommendation, which I think is a blight on the game.
But I do think like bigger bases massively favor shooting things and smaller bases favor melee things.
Yeah.
So this is not like it doesn't not make a difference, right? I think that's kind of like wild, right? But apart from that, like I'm not really sure what the play was over here. I feel like the caster, like this army is very, very resilient to casting, which makes all the points spent on casting feel very wasted. Mm-hmm. Whereas its casting is obviously doing stuff. Anytime there's multiple models, it's really, really good against. Its caster's really good. But when you have like lots of single entities, like you have, it's less useful. The def 2 makes it really hard to punch through. Like I'm not actually sure. I did 1 wound with spellcasting the whole game or something like that. Not a great amount. Otherwise, I think this game was basically just like a destroyer game, right? Like it really is.
This game was really a destroyer game.
It's just like who got slightly better RNG, I think, kind of makes the game fall where it is.
If I'd have made one of those regens, one more of those regens, or like one fewer of those destroyer points, and I'd have had a charge back in the middle, like there'd have been a bit more of a game there. For me, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously, I've come out of this and the Titan Lords have won. I don't feel like Titan Lords won this game. That's the difficulty.
Yeah, I think the early charge into the vassal, I knew it probably wasn't going to go amazingly well.
It shouldn't have gone that badly.
Yeah, it was an absolute slaughtering, losing a whole unit there, and then also like getting this line of sight down onto one of my Fang Beast riders is pretty unfortunate. Just stuff like that, really. It all kind of like slowly adds up, like losing a couple of activations here and there.
All right, everyone at home, including those of you who skipped the game, we are here. We've played the game. Let's go over the mission now. Almost makes sense to come and watch this bit first, but you won't find that out until after you've watched the game if you are watching the game. So, sorry. Let's just talk it through. This is scenario 1 from the 25-26 pack. As you can see here is the deployment that we showed you on Tabletop Simulator mere moments ago. You have 3 objectives, one in the middle, 2 18 inches apart from it. You've got these funky deployment zones, and the winner picks one of the zones to be their deployment zone. The opponent takes the others. The player who won the roll-off goes first. Very usual stuff. At the end of the game, players get... It is 2 VPs, sorry. It's 2 and 2 for everything. So we spoke about that earlier, and we said 1. It's effectively the same. At the end of the game, players get 2 VPs for each objective they control, and 2 VPs if they control more markers than their opponent. It's a 4-round game. And you've got these side missions. Folks, throughout the mission pack, do not sit on these. These score you so many points, they almost win you more games than they don't. One of them is no enemy units are fully within 6 inches of the table center. Ooh, it's fully within 6 inches of the table center at the end. That is interesting. It's not partially. We both misunderstood that. Destroy more enemy units with 5+ models than the opponent. Destroy the most expensive enemy hero, and if there are multiple, destroy one of them. So in our Titan Lords versus Ogres game, Titan Lords won. Titan Lords won by 2 VPs. Actually, might be 4. It's interesting that Titan Lords won that one. I feel that, that's probably quite a good mission for the Titan Lords. It's 3 objectives, so few bodies is forgiving.
Yeah. End of the game scoring as well.
End of the game scoring as well.
They get more movement, yeah.
So when you're talking about your event pack or your mission pack and you see it in advance, one of the important things to consider is how does this inform your list building? What are you looking at? Now, the way that the whole of this tournament pack is structured, you look at these secondaries and really, are you thinking, what do I avoid building? There's a couple of stages to it. In the game, you might reprioritize your targets. And again, looking at this here, destroying more enemy units with 5 or more models, destroying the most expensive enemy hero. These are game warping decisions on where you're pointing your guns.
Even worse than that, I just realized we completely misread Intimidate. Intimidate is no enemy units.
We've completely misread it. So
it's not you need to be within 6 inches, it's your enemy needs to not be, which actually meant that if you watch the game, get that point. The whole no, I got the point because you weren't within 6, but I didn't need to move towards it.
No enemy units are fully within. Well, we both get it right. No enemy units are fully within 6.
Sure, yeah, fully, yeah. But I meant like I didn't need to make that move at all. Like I was moving to go towards the middle of the board, right, to try and get within 6 inches, but that's not how it works.
It's just if I'm not. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Okay.
So it was guaranteed for me. I didn't need to. Yeah.
It was guaranteed for you. You didn't need to make that move, so you could have made a funky charge instead, maybe with that Fang Beast to try and pit me off of the point.
Something. Yeah.
Read the rules. Read the words, everyone. That's probably that's the don't think, just charge. Top advice. Yeah. Read the frigging rules. Yeah. So, there are 2 stages of analysis. One is the list building stage. So here. What are you doing with your heroes? I think this hero the hero pops up again in mission 2, destroy one enemy hero in its unit. I think that's the last time it pops up.
Yeah, so there are 2 tough 12 ones, right?
There are 2 tough 12 ones. Does that disincentivize you then to take heroes? The heroes are so powerful. That is where you primarily get access to your caster. It's where you get your auras. It's where, if you're HDF or Human Empire, you get your buffs. So that's interesting. Do you want to hamstring yourself to remove the opportunity for your opponent to get an enemy hero? A giant's becoming a bit more valuable. We'll talk about that in future videos. But that's one of the things. And then destroy more enemy units with 5+ models. So we spoke in the game a little bit. I'm going to say this again. There are 2 things really here. One, Warbound and Destroyer is such an insanely powerful rule. I think Harvey and I agree that, and we probably identified those as
on 6 rules, right? Like it's always been that way, right? On 6s and
rules
1s,
always
right?
good.
Relentless is really great. Furious is
Relentless
really
is great. Furious is great.
Yeah.
But I think Warbound and Destroyer are even better because it skips a stage on duplicating Deadly. And this feeds into the other point. The tough points buff has made tough 12 incredible. If you want an example of how incredible it is, go to Mummified Undead and look at their giants. They have a 4/3 tough 12 fear 2 giant with 14 attacks. And it's 195 points. Like, what the? That is incredible chaff material. And so, and that echoes through. That huge tough 18 mammoth was 455 points. That guy is incredible. And the fact that you can expand on your destroyer just makes it even better. So all of these things mean that Deadly is more valuable, and that's where it's that aspect of that extra bit of percent with Warbound and Destroyer that makes it even better. It's still, of course, good with Furious and Predator and all of these things, but that's where it's just that bit better. And that is what then feeds into thinking about this next point, because these things do all flow through. Destroy more enemy units with 5+ models. I think it's actually not that hard then to avoid bringing too many units with 5+ models. Obviously for Ogres, little ones are incredibly point efficient. 70 points for 10 wounds with counterattack is pretty damn good. But it's something that I don't think would be too hard for you to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, I think... I don't know. It depends on what list you're running, really. Some lists simply can't do that. I mean, like, you know, we saw it today, right? It's a free point if you're playing Titan Lords.
Yeah, or Giants,
or Giants, which is a huge, huge point in their favor, right? So, and also they don't have heroes either. So this is actually a really, really great scenario for Titan Lords because they get 2 free points basically for just existing, really, right? Like, there's no way you're not going to destroy models with 5+ units with 5+ models in it, right? And there's no way you're not going to be able to really kill their hero if in most games, right? Like we were against like a tough 18 monster this time, right? But most heroes are not tough 18 monsters, right? They're chilling on their own or embedded in Battle Brothers or whatever. So really, that's kind of a freebie as well. And especially given that heroes, if your opponent's avoiding using their hero to avoid you giving them points, well, you kind of win out anyway. Right?
How much are you going to skew, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. So very, very difficult to avoid giving Titans and Giants those points for free, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting game. I think the 12-inch square on the edge of the deployment zone has a slight impact for scout units, but otherwise is not really that interesting, I don't think.
Well, one of the things that I've noticed in playtesting this mission is on that scout unit's point. If you have a fast scout, you can charge deep into your opponent's deployment zone. So, and again, I'm talking about this from the point of view of having playtested Mummified Undead on this. They've got I've forgotten what they're called, but they have 5/5 Scout Cavalry, which are really, really strong because they can actually charge 19 inches. They're fast with the +3 inch charge range from Mummified Undead. So they can scout 12 inches, so they can scout to the enemy's line from here and then charge 19 inches. So things like that have huge board control. We've spoken about this in previous videos. The power of scout can often be just threat rather than action. Yeah. So that's one really meaningful thing. At the same time, if I zoom in a little bit on this, that 12 inches from here, not only does it obviously cover this, but because you can actually come 12 inches off of this point, as long as you're fully within it, you've got quite a bit of depth into the board over this way that you can cover with that scout unit. You have to be fully within 12 inches of the deployment zone and so on, so it's not infinite. You can't daisy chain halfway across the board. But you can get quite, again, a large amount of threat coverage with it. And it's very interesting when you're considering scout and the power of control that you can get there. But one of the things that you can fall into the mistake of is overspreading your units. You made a very crucial analysis point, I think, at the start of that game of pointing out that 2 of my units were hanging. They weren't covering charges from one another. And that's because I had made a mistake, I think, in deployment. Now, that mistake was covered by dice when you did that big charge and I wiped it out. And, arms went up. But that is a mistake that's easy to make. And always remember, in games like OPR, the player who makes the fewest mistakes wins. So that's also very important.
Yeah, So I mean, overall, I think you're probably not taking in that 12-inch by 12-inch square into consideration while you're building a list for this. I think like strategically when you're playing the board, I think the fact that it covers the closest objective means that in a melee versus melee game, you can basically force them to get charged because they need to move towards the point at some point. But otherwise, because it's not progressive scoring, you can kind of hold your horses on that, right, and make your way in like the normal way you would. So not really that impactful having the extra 12 inches there. I'm sure you could do some pretty degenerate things against Age of Fantasy with some flamethrowers and stuff in that space there.
I was chatting to someone about Dark Brothers and their +3-inch shooting range, and I was thinking that is pretty nice.
Yeah. So, but overall, like not super impactful. I think the big thing about this one is basically just the secondary missions, right? This is because if you win the game, if you have 2 objectives over your opponent, then you get 6 points, and if they have the one other, it's very possible that they can then bring back those points on secondaries.
Yeah.
But really, at the end of the day, this is like, don't forget about the secondary objectives, but this is just base OPR, right? Like in a normal game, like with normal OPR lists, both teams are going to have heroes, both are going to have 5+ model units. Everyone's obviously fighting for the middle anyway. So you could probably play a very standard game of OPR and not really notice the side missions, and then at the end go like, oh, yeah, crap, we both got, the bottom 2.
See, I'm actually going to advise on the other side of saying, don't just discard this as a base OPR game. Obviously, you're very right. Play it primarily like a base OPR game. Don't discard the side missions. There's 6 points in that.
Sure, yeah.
And they are an important 6. There's obviously 8 points in the primaries. But there's that who controls more. And if it does end up being a tie on the board, which can happen very, very frequently, you win one flank, they win the other, and we have a bit of a little handbag fight in the middle and it's neutral. Yeah. It comes down to those secondary side missions.
Yeah.
They are really staggeringly big. And one of the things we haven't covered is the intro bit to this. All of these pages up here. But one of the tiebreakers is VPs at the end of the game. At the end of the event. And because those VPs, here we go, it's this. After the last round of matches, if the player with the most tournament points, your wins and losses, is a tie, the player that scored the most VPs across all rounds wins. So these being 2 VPs is, again, really, really impactful, because when you come down to the other ones, like on the progressive, it's 1 VP at the end of each round. It's not all 2 VPs right the way through the pack. And I'm going to take the contrary point of saying, well, not the contrary point, I'm more going to go for a yes and, give you the good old improv. Yes, it's base OPR, and these missions they're something.
Yeah. I think, but in general, right, like this is going to have the least impact on your decision making for what you're bringing to the
agree with
the
that.
game.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, like obviously you need to get past the first round, but I've said this before. Like if you're playing in a tournament, it's an equal spread of skill levels from really good to really bad. And if you think yourself a good player, then statistically you're making it out of round 1 by just being better than the average. Now you might get really unlucky and play the guy who ends up winning and just get blasted in the first round. But overall, if you trust your ability to play,
get your scouts wiped out on the crackback.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. But yeah, it's one of those things, right? Like just play the best as you can. It is just OPR at the end of the day. I think it's. I think when we think about tournament packs, like what do you think about this as a mission? If you're like critically analyzing this as a mission to have in a tournament pack.
I hate the secondaries. I think the side missions are, look, they're interesting. They will make, I think they will make a difference across the whole thing. From a competitive perspective, they are probably for the best. But from a actually, I think this is the line I draw. As a competitive player, as someone who's looking to play 4 games and win 4 games, good addition to the pack, because this is going to set people apart. Because, as you say, people will rock up, play a game of OPR, and then go, whoops, I lost on side missions. From a perspective of getting more people into events and enjoying it, how many people are going to smart at that and be like, what? I didn't read the side missions and I lost by 2 VP because I wasn't fully within 6 inches of the table, and he was. Like, from a player accessibility point of view, they are a drawback. But But then we're venturing into the territory of the conversation of, is complexity good or bad for OPR? And I think complexity is good for OPR. So, you know, I can have an argument with myself. What are your thoughts?
I always hate 3 objective games. I think there's not enough objectives to play an interesting game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you on the side. I think when you make a tournament pack, obviously it ends up being tailored towards certain styles of army. Like Scout is obviously very good in a lot of tournament packs because a lot of the stuff tends to be like wacky stuff, right? And having free mobility at the start of the game and deploying after someone can really help you win there. That being said, like, is it good to then have these side missions as well that also then force you to tailor your list even further? There's an interesting point of like risk reward. I do prefer these to the things we got from the last tournament pack.
Oh,
where you had 100%.
Like, this is a much better pack.
Yeah, just like random stuff. But yeah, I think we'll have to, once we play a couple of tournaments for this stuff, we'll really know how we feel about it. I think, it creates an interesting list building challenge, I guess. I just worry that you'll end up finding a very specific way of playing this pack. If you find a list that doesn't need to use heroes, like literally the Titan Lords game today, right? Like if you can make that Titan Lords list work for the other 3 games, then there's literally no reason not to run it for the list, right? Yeah. Because game 1 it is so strong, right? Because it straight away you deny your opponent 2 side missions, right? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. So it leads to like a. Is it interesting that you're like, okay, well, Titan Lord's really strong game 1, so if I run them there, I'm probably going to win game 1. But if I go into game 2, do I then lose? Is that interesting, or is it less appealing to people trying to build lists, right? Like if some lists are really, really good in round 1 but bad in all the other rounds, is that healthy for a competitive game? I don't know, right? Because it's difficult to then say like, okay, well, I managed to play against the one guy playing like Titan Lords or something into this game mode and go like, oh, I lost to them. But then I won my other 3 games. Is that good or bad? It's really hard to say.
I'm going to take the view of saying that's good.
Good.
Let me explain my rationale here.
Yeah.
First of all, I think this is an excellent tournament pack. We have our criticisms of last year's pack. I think this is a really good pack overall. I have qualms over Mission 3. What the hell is going on here? And the criticisms that I would level at this are, like you say, I think 4 objectives are better than 3. Things like that. Overall, I think this is a good pack. I think this is a good pack because it is varied. It's got some wacky shit in it. Looking at Mission 2 and Mission 3. Primarily Mission 2, really, with this deployment zone.
Yeah.
And I think it is so difficult to win all 4 games. Now, I think Titan Lords will suffer in Mission 4. Just look at that deployment zone, and what you don't see is the measurement from here to here, which is about 12 inches. You can get roughly from here to there in this mission, but then you've got, if you're taking Titan Lords and you can take your 2 home objectives here in game 1 with a 5 activations list, you've effectively knocked 2/5 of your list out of the game, which can be really easily pressured by somebody with more activations, just coming up the flanks with something cheap like a unit of Lissel ones and pressuring them down.
Yeah.
I don't think Titan Lords, certainly not the list I brought today, I don't think they can win round 4. I think it will really struggle against any other well-rounded list. Now, what does that mean? That means
round 2 probably as well, right? Like diving back objectives is really, really difficult. Yeah. Like, it's exactly 12 inches those points, right? It takes any bit of terrain to stop you from being able to do that.
Exactly.
Right? And terrain obviously exists, right? Like, I think one of the criticisms I will have and I will continue to have about tournament packs is I really do think they should come with terrain built into them. Right?
Yes,
I think the German community, for all their tournaments, they put out what the terrain is going to be like, where the objectives are going to be, measurements between it all and stuff like that, just to standardize it across everyone playing it. Because let's say like the game today, right? If there was a building in the middle of the map on the point, right? Just because that's how the tail's been set up, that makes an enormous difference to how you build your list, right? If you know you need Strider to get onto that point and contest it, or if you know there is like really heavy line of sight blocking through the middle of the map, right? That's the worst place. Like for shooting armies, line of sight blockers down the middle line is worst case scenario. Like line of sight, if you go back at the game today, all the line of sight blockers are on my side or your side.
Yeah.
Which means that they're actually way less impactful for shooting armies because they move into theirs, and then if you want to hide behind yours, well, you're in your deployment zone, right? So they're like, cool, we win. But stuff in the middle, can absolutely screw over a shooting army. So the fact that this doesn't exist, and we might rock up to a tournament soon, and they might be using like the last one we went to, the Christmas one, which was more of a fun one. All the terrain was huge. Right? These enormous blockers. If you rocked them into one of these games with those and just happen to roll a side that's got like a huge piece of terrain or over one of their objectives or something, it can win you the spot on like the original dice roll.
It absolutely can.
So I really like to see some of that. I really like to see some some work put into standardized terrain sizes and cutouts that people can use to build their terrain on top of. And if not, then they can just put down little cardboard things or whatever they want to use for it. A good example of that is if you've ever played X-Wing. X-Wing comes with like asteroid tokens, and there's like standardized ones, and you buy packs of asteroid tokens. Stuff like that would be really cool to see for this, because I think it would bring that's what's missing from these diagrams. It's like, okay, we can analyze this to death, but if on the day you rock up and there's no line of sight blockers, or if there's no difficult terrain, it's not really the same game.
Yeah, I'm going to continue what I was saying in terms of I think this is good or bad, right? I think that this pack is good for a events circuit where people want to be competitive, because I have played the death out of this pack. I haven't solved it. I think Ogres at 2K are the best by some margin as well, because I think Ogres have access to just about everything. They are insanely powerful, probably problematically powerful. If this pack went for multiple years, we would see, with no changes, we would see a derivation towards Ogres, is my view.
Which, just to be clear as well, is entirely is entirely because of the tough change, right?
Yes.
The one change that just didn't need to happen.
Exactly, is the tough change.
Like tough 18 shouldn't exist for less than 500 points.
Exactly, right? Yeah. For less than 500 points, with deadly built in that explodes and counters opponent deadly. Yeah. It's absolutely massive. But this is around for 1 year, and in a year we have another update. So I think that this is good overall. It's a limited time thing. If someone solves this really early on, well done. Pick up the phone and call me and tell me what you did. Because I haven't solved it. I don't think we've solved it at all. I think we're close, but we're not there. 2, it'll all change. Everything's fine. Now, coming on to, is this healthy for OPR? If you want to run an event where it's for more people, it's for everyone, it's for the people who don't want to turn up and face someone who's just there to 4-0 an event day and win, and that's it at all costs, just run the base game of OPR. It's really good. I don't think you need to pick up this pack. This pack is an extra gimme, right? It's an extra thing for OPR to say, here, we're supporting you. Here's something else to take the weight off of the tournament organizer's shoulders, because it is a heavy weight. But at the same time, if you want more people to turn up and less worry about this, just play base game OPR. We haven't done a 4-game base game OPR event ever, and I think that's something we're missing, because it's so good and solid. Yeah. And I think that for that reason, that you can always do that, this is fine. This is a positive thing. It gives you options on how you want to run your events. This is incredibly difficult to solve, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I will say one thing that this pack is missing, which I think is a huge strategic layer of OPR, is placing objectives. Right? I don't like fixed objectives. Sure, I don't know. I think being able to look at your opponent's list and place where you want to place your objectives and play around it, I think is quite important to the game. And so it'd be nice to see some of that sprinkled back in. These last 2 packs have had none of that going on. Yeah. One thing that happens quite a lot in like the UK stuff is they'll be like, okay, there's one objective in the middle of the board, and then you both place 2. And I think that stuff's kind of good, right? Because then you can still do stuff with the tournament pack where you've got like the middle objective's worth more, and you can put rules in like you can't place an objective within 15 inches of the middle objective, right? And you can do constraints, but it doesn't completely strip the strategic layer of placing points down, which I think is it's a shame to see that, really. Yeah. But yeah, like you say, right? Like overall, this is like this first game, it's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. I think it's a little bit too polarizing for a game 1. Yeah. I would rather see game 1 be just OPR, right? Yeah. So like,
which we do see as well.
Like immediately separate out like better players and worse players, get them into their own brackets where they can start romping around and play people of equal skill level, right? I think that's more important than something that's a bit more of a list check than this. Yeah. Especially a list check that doesn't apply to the later missions, right? I think that's quite important, right? Like if you have a list that's really good in round 1, but bad in all the other ones. It's kind of like an unfortunate thing to exist in a tournament pack. Really, you want round one to be where you can kind of move stuff apart a little bit more.
One of the most
right?
skill-intensive ones, right?
Yeah, and like definitely don't reward skew lists in round one.
Yeah,
that's not
that's
not
really
the place
fair
for it, right? Right, like
I mean,
don't
what's
immediately be
interesting-
like, okay, don't run heroes and don't run 5+ model units, and you'll have a massive leg up in this round.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I
That's
think
a fair point.
yeah.
You could shift this to be mission 3.
Yeah. Like in UKG last year, we did 5 games, and the first game was base OPR, and I think that was really, really nice. Right, it's just starting with
That's what I was
pure
going to say.
OPR. Yeah,
There is always that option, right? If you're running, you don't have to run this in this order. That's another point.
No.
Shout out to tournament organisers. You could make this your game 4. Or you could do what they did at UKG last year, which was really good. It was 5 games, and game 1 was base OPR, and that was really good.
I think unfortunately the other 3 games in this pack do have a bit of a scout bias, so you have basically the same problem there. But like I think overall, give us more base OPR. I think in tournaments, right? I'm shocked the tournament pack has never included that, because base OPR is a good game.
Base OPR
Right?
is a good game. We enjoy it.
Like every time these tournament packs come out, I think
I don't know
but we
the
could
last
just
time I played base OPR.
yeah, it's like well, we could do this, but we could also just play OPR, right? Like all these extra rules, side missions, progressive scoring. Like sure, but from like me going to an event and really enjoying it, I don't want to be looking at the sheet all the time to see what the fucking rules are, right? And like we said, we made the mistake with knowing units are fully within 6 inches of the table center, right? As we were playing, we mistook that for am I fully within 6? Oh, am I within 6 inches?
Yeah.
Right? Which is like I don't know, like
There's a gotcha there. I think one of the bad things, right? Because one player might read that and the other one won't. All of you watching at home now know this. And if you play someone and you don't say it to them, which you are under no obligation to do, I would encourage you to, but you're under no obligation to. And at the end of the game, they go, oh, I'm in. And you go, no, you're not fully within. You did not read one word. That player on the other side is going to feel bad.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
But that's kind of like, that's towing the line, right? That is that important conversation between hyper-competitive event and bring everyone to an event at OPR. Tournament versus events is usually the language I'll use. But it does make interesting questions. I think that's a fair point to round out our conversation on our views on game 1. We have touched and we've dipped a little bit into our views on the other games, but we will round those out in future videos.
Yeah.
Any passing thoughts from you, Harvey, before we sign off?
No, I don't think so.
Lovely. Excellent stuff. Well, that's it then, folks. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. Please do, of course, subscribe to the channel. Get down in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the game, on our analysis, on what your takeaways from this scenario 1 are. Obviously, context matters, and this conversation that we're having now will evolve throughout the course of us actually going through and playing these other games.
Yep.
Harvey's probably going to play Ogres throughout all of them. I'll try and bring some spice, and I'll roll up 3 different lists for these that would just be general tournament ones. I mean, for example, you could very, very easily criticize me today of saying I don't think that Titan Lords list would win round 4. But variety is the spice of life.
Honestly, I think it'd be fun to continue to bring lists that perform really well for that one specific pack. Right, like Titan Lords clearly perform really well in the first one, right? Like you just read through the things, right? The side missions, all that kind of stuff. Do a very similar thing, right? Like knowing that I'm bringing Ogres, bring what you think would be best in each pack, and just see how it bounces, right?
I'm not usually one for tailoring my lists, but I'd be up for doing that. Maybe I just do.
It's a good way to stress test the pack as well, right? To go like, okay, well, like how biased are these missions to like? Is a generalist list really viable in the first couple of rounds, right? Or do you are you going to get rolled over by someone who just brought a whole scout army?
Yeah. We'll play test it. Let us know what you want to see at home, folks, as well. If you're particularly keen to know how does one army function, at the very least, join us on Discord. We have these sorts of conversations all the time. If you have specific questions, come join us, ask what we think. And everyone else, we have a wonderful community there. Thank you to everyone who is in our Discord. Everyone else there will also chip in and let you know their thoughts. It's a really good place to have a chat. For now, though, I've been Dave. He's been Harvey. This is Don't Think, Just Charge. Thank you very much for watching.